Oh, we're live in a smoke-filled joint on draft night. It is the 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge Draft Night Companion Show. What's good, peeps? What a night we have here, man. Pels and the Suns, Game 6.
Yeah.
And we got the first round of the NFL Draft getting underway. Hester, Hill, our whole staff will be here at different points throughout the night, except T-Bob.
You're right.
Of course.
Bro.
But for good reason. He's courtside right now at this Pelicans game. There's a lot of squirrels for me. Look, I don't have the best attention span. We got a lot going on here, Matt.
Bro, this is a this place has been great to us. By the way, our draft night coverage is brought to you by Rouse's. And we're here at Don Juan Cigar Bar in Town Center. We're really, really pumped to have our Don Juan folks hosting us here tonight. They've been great to us for so many events. And, to put us up and be so hospitable tonight's awesome as well. So do us a solid. If you're there on YouTube, smash that like button. Facebook, like the page, share the post, all that stuff as well. Mr. Hill? How are you?
I'm doing solid, man. I'm excited for the draft, man.
Love
I know
that hat,
a lot of Pals fans in here and stuff, but I'm more interested in the draft myself.
Yeah, the Lakers aren't in the playoffs, so I get it.
You know how it is.
You ain't feeling the Pels at all?
Nah, this never was my squeeze, man. I can't jump on the bandwagon now.
I don't even think it has to be that, but just the just cheer for the local teams, man. I mean, I like you like see them do well regardless, even if Lakers are your squad. I mean, it's hard to not be excited for the city and everything. But what are draft storylines? What y'all think tonight, man? What do you think's most interesting tonight?
The quarterbacks, man. I think I want to see what team plunges because I don't think there's a first-round quarterback to me in this draft, and I just think that's going to happen one way or another.
I don't really care about the quarterbacks. Like I really don't. It's like I'm kind of excited that there's not like a Joe Burrow or Trevor Lawrence, and we don't really know what's going to happen. A lot of intrigue. I mean, you're going to have an edge rusher probably go number one. You're going to have a slew of tackles go. You're going to have eventually a quarterback go in the first round. You might not have a running back. Pains my heart, but that's just the way it is. And this is a deep running back class. Like you can get some real value at running back. Like, for instance, a guy that some LSU fans might know because he played in the SEC, I've talked about him all week, Tyler Beatty ran for 1,600 yards at Mizzou with bad quarterback play from Bazelak and a bad offensive line, right? 1,600, 18 touchdowns. He's like 17th, 18th ranked in this draft right now. So it's a very deep running back class, but it's going to be second, third, fourth round guys. We have a bet, by the way.
We do?
We have
you
a
and
bet.
me?
Yeah.
Do we?
We have a bet.
Please remind me.
Can I share it on air?
Please.
Okay. If Ty Davis-Price gets drafted at all.
At all?
At all.
Okay.
You got to buy me a bottle of liquor, and if he doesn't, I've got to buy you a bottle of liquor.
Dude, I think it's gonna be iffy.
The 4.48 helped him. It definitely helped him, but running back just in general, and with how deep it is, if there's not a run of running backs, I might be buying you liquor. We'll see.
I vaguely remember this. Remind me when we made the bet.
We were in the stairwell at Guarantee Media.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have one of our quick, you're going to your office, I'm leaving,
dude. That's why you can't stair shame or elevator shame me, because I'm a stair guy.
Oh, yeah, I don't, because you know me. You know mine.
I know. Yeah. But I injured my Achilles, and so I've been elevator lately to heal up, so that way I can get back on my Peloton. Got to get Beachbody ready.
You got a doctor's excuse.
Yes,
okay?
I do.
When Mario goes from the second floor to the third in the elevator, and he's 28 years old,
bro, that's pitiful.
He doesn't have one.
Yeah, that's pitiful.
You know?
That's actually really pitiful. All right, so you're into quarterbacks. Why?
I'm not exactly the players. I'm more interested in the teams and which teams will actually value one of these guys to take a pick on one of them.
Okay. All right. Just the intrigue of it.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I can totally get down with that. Like, I totally respect and understand that. Like, thank God the Saints did a deal with Jameis, so they're not in a position where you feel like you have to draft a quarterback. Do you remember that year? You were 13, yeah?
Yeah. Well, draft 14.
14. You might have been. So were you the year where Bro, it was like Jake Locker.
No.
And who was the
That
kid?
was,
The kid from Missouri.
That was like 4 years before me.
Yeah, that's when I was.
Was that
That's
12?
pretty close to me. I think it's closer to me than actually Hilly.
Yeah.
You know, maybe that was the 11 draft. I think Cam
Might
was
have
the
been.
first, but that was like Jake Locker. Who was the long-haired guy from Mizzou?
Blaine Gabbert.
Gabbert, yeah, Blaine Gabbert, Ponder. Ponder went
Christian
first round.
Ponder,
It was
yeah.
like 4 dudes that went in the top 12, and none of them panned out except for Cam.
Yeah.
This feels like that. I mean, except you don't have Cam, who's like the transcendent number 1 guy, right?
It
that
was-
was Peterson's draft when Peterson went 5th.
Okay. It was a lot of fun to go to Mobile and have every quarterback that's at least competing to be the first quarterback selected and see them battle and compete a little bit. To me, Malik Willis stood out of all the guys that were there. And there was wind one day, and it was like, oh, man, I hope none of these guys go to Buffalo or Kansas City or Cleveland or any of those spots. I mean, Carson Strong from Nevada, he couldn't push the ball through the wind.
Oh, really?
Couldn't do it. Not any of the days. He's, 6'3", 200 whatever pounds,
no
big
good.
arm. But every time he threw it in the wind, he couldn't push it through. Malik Willis was actually the only one of the quarterbacks that could push it through because, Mobile during the Senior Bowl has always got bad weather. So he competed, and of this class, to me, he impressed me the most in Mobile. Now, of course, the narrative changes 73 times between Mobile and now.
But I know, listening to all the shows y'all did in Mobile, I know you got, I don't want to say stuck, but you pointed out a bunch, the hand size thing with Pickett,
Yeah.
with Kenny Pickett. Like, I don't really worry so much or even concern myself at all about hand size. I mean, it just doesn't matter.
If you don't have a fumbling problem.
Yeah, I mean, and if you had a fumbling problem, would it even be because of your hand size or just general lack of ball security?
I'll be honest with you, I don't really think so. Now, there's only one quarterback, and this has been the narrative, one quarterback in the NFL that started a game last year that has hand size that's under 9 inches. It was Taysom Hill. Taysom had a fumbling problem. It wasn't because of his hand size.
He just doesn't
it's
protect
because,
the ball.
one, it's because he does a very poor job of protecting the football, and he's running like gap scheme runs.
Yeah. He's a running back.
Kenny Pickett's not going to be running counter and power.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, what do y'all think about? Hey, Jay, can you turn me up a little bit? Just mine up a little bit. Hey, what do y'all think about? Did you go to the draft?
No, I've never been to a draft.
You watched at your house,
Yeah,
right?
I was in the Port City,
What did
yeah.
you do for the draft night?
I had a draft party at one of my family members' house.
Yeah.
I had a draft party and got the time zones wrong and got drafted before the party started,
Oh, man.
which ended up being really good.
Why?
Because by the time everybody got there, I'd already been drafted.
Oh, so everybody was happy.
Yeah,
It was
the
exciting.
tie was loose. Yeah, we were having some
Yeah, it
fun.
was just a fun-
It was
fun
at a
time.
local bar there in Shreveport, yeah.
All right, so they're about to get started here. So if you're watching YouTube, smash that like button. Shout out to everybody watching. Harrison K, Ty Crow from Minnesota watching. Love it.
Oh, Minnesota.
Murder Giraffe, what's good? Brett Dagro, Fonzarelli, Bilbo, Jay Hilly's watching. What's up, man? Robert Cooley, appreciate everybody for being here. Hey, by the way, is House Sound on the game or on us? Is the House Sound on game or on us? Okay, good. I just heard an echo. I didn't know if I was hearing the house sound. So y'all do us a favor, man. Smash that like button, share a link, retweet it out there. I just tweeted it from the ESPN Twitter, so y'all retweet it. Let's get this thing rolling. Let's grow that page a little bit, grow that number. And if you're watching on Facebook, share the post as well. Look at Ice Cube, bro. Bro, they bring out the stars for this thing, man. Do y'all like the primetime draft?
I do.
On Thursday?
I do. I love it. I think the first rounders kind of deserve that stage. And look, here in April, give me some content. I love it. Give me a Thursday night where I can watch something. Now, normally, NBA playoffs, let's call it like it is, has not been something that we've had to pay attention to. Now it is, so it's competing a little bit. But otherwise, no, I do like it. I mean, it's changed over time. It used to be the first 3 rounds were day one. My year was actually the day they moved the third round to the second day. And now you've got 3 days. And so, look, I'm all about giving that moment their little spotlight. It's fine.
Wait, so you were 8.
Yeah, I was the first
08.
year that they had the first and second round on Saturday, the third and everything else, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, I believe, was on that next day. Yeah.
I forgot they did that. All right, so did he just officially put what's Car? Oh, because Vegas.
Vegas,
okay.
yeah.
Like, what the hell's what's the Oakland Raiders quarterback doing there?
Oh, God, I hate the Raiders.
So NFL rivalries for players is really a big deal.
Well, for me, my entire career, both teams I played for, the rival was the Raiders.
Yeah.
You know,
You're
Chargers and Broncos, their rivals, the Raiders. And you played on a baseball field, which I hated.
Yeah.
And it was just the Raiders were the Raiders. I mean, Lane Kiffin was the head coach, by the way, when I first got in the league for the Raiders for like 3 or 4 games.
Oh, so that was the first year when he got bounced?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had the Steelers and
the
Ravens.
North, I feel like, hate each other.
Yeah,
everybody.
Steelers, Ravens, you just don't like those guys.
Yeah.
It's just
Well,
animosity.
this isn't a knock, I promise, but like, did the Bengals matter? Because like Steelers Ravens, you're right, like that's a legit rivalry. But at the time, well, hell, I guess y'all were making the playoffs. Yeah, no shit, yeah, y'all were making the playoffs. Hell yeah, y'all were.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the thing was with Marvin and with Carson, it was just they never won a playoff game.
Yeah.
But
yeah, at one point they made it 6 years in a row.
Yeah.
Just couldn't get out the first round.
Man. All right,
I couldn't get past the second round.
Yeah, it's tough.
All right, Jacksonville's on the clock.
Dude, so the Jags is intriguing to me because they're talking about edge rushers, right?
Yeah.
Either Walker from Georgia, Hutchinson from Michigan. They've got some assets, and they picked up the 5th-year option today on one of those assets, Josh Allen from Kentucky. He's a former first-rounder. Had 7.5 sacks, solid year. Our guy, Kayvon Chaison's the other asset, first-round pick. He's on the other side. Now, Kayvon has not yet had the year that he wants to have, certainly. I think he had a sack and a half a year ago. But you have so many holes on your team. Do you really want to take another edge rusher? Now, I know Walker can shift down. He can be a 3-tech on sub-downs and things, but – man, you've got a lot of fixing to do. That defensive backfield is one of the worst in the NFL. Now, I know there's not a player that you would take at one there.
Especially after you trade
Jalen
Ramsey.
That's the biggest issue with this draft.
Is what?
That there isn't that, like, true, number one overall. Like, this guy's the best draft pick in this class, the next class. Like, it's all kind of bunched up to me at the top. So I don't see that.
Good players, but to your point, there's not that one,
that transcended guy. Like, oh, my goodness, this is Mario Williams or this is David Montgomery or Myles Garrett. I don't see that in this class.
So if you're picking first overall and you got to commit a $38 million contract to the number 1 pick, right? Like, you're thinking either quarterback, left tackle, or edge rusher, right? I mean, that's all that goes number 1.
Maybe wide receiver.
Yeah.
So
that's changed a little bit. I still don't know if they'll go 1.
Isn't Keyshawn the last wide receiver to go 1 overall?
Yeah, I think so.
I think
Calvin went 2.
Calvin went 2. Yeah, you're right, actually, yeah.
I mean, the guys that get paid are the quarterback, protect the quarterback, rush quarterback. We all know that, yeah.
So, like, you just paid Cam Robinson, and you drafted Trevor Lawrence last year.
Yeah.
So, like, the bigger issue I have, if they take the dude from Georgia.
Trayvon Walker, yeah.
Bro, do you realize B.J. Ojulari had more sacks last year than Trayvon Walker?
Yeah. We had 6.
Yeah, B.J. had 7.
Yeah, I'm saying Walker
had 6.5.
Yeah.
It's like you're using a first-round pick. Who was the guy from Ohio State who the Jets
Vernon
took?
Golston?
Yes.
Yeah, bro, don't talk about looking like Tarzan.
Looked like an Adonis, right? But, like, look like Tarzan, play like Jane.
Yeah.
I mean, that feels like what this is. I don't mean to, pigeonhole, but
I'm pretty sure Vernon Golston, and I'll fact-check myself, never recorded a career sack.
Hold on, I got to look that shit
No,
up.
I think he got
I got to look that shit up.
I know he did.
Vernon Golston. Hold on.
That's true. That's
Did
not true.
Vernon Golston.
I worked out with him
Hold
at
on.
API.
That can't be true.
The dude was a beast in the weight room.
He should have been a professional wrestler.
That's too nice.
Just turn on just turn it on, right? Whenever the bell rings or the curtain opens. He only played 3 seasons.
No sacks.
No sacks.
Didn't get vested. You know how hard that is to do? You know how hard that is to do?
No, I don't know how hard that is to do.
Okay, well, to be the 6th overall pick and not get vested, dude, you get chance after chance, even if you're a PUD. Man. You know what I'm saying?
Look at the receiver, Kevin White, the Saints signed.
Yeah.
It was like he was the 7th overall. He was the 7th overall pick. Like, he's still hanging around.
Bro, I tackled the punter one time for a blocked punt. I got closer to a sack than Vernon Golston did. I mean, what a –
That's wild.
He was almost too nice.
All right, let me see. I got to share this on Facebook as well. Let me open it, make sure we're there on Facebook. We're going on Facebook, right, Jake?
So what do y'all think Jags are going here?
Walker, right?
So I interviewed Aiden Hutchinson's agent yesterday over on 84, and he said Walker. like we kind of put him on the spot a little bit, like, hey, like, what do you think? And he goes, well, just I've done this for a while, and it's got a real feel that Walker's going to be the guy. I said it on air, and I was like, let me go check those odds over at DraftKings. It was minus 450, so, whatever.
Like, but isn't that true that, like, now you're at the point where it's like you just, like, we all know at this. I mean, that's like all the odds in the sports books have just changed it so much that we know now. Like, we know Derek Stingley is going third tonight. Yeah. Like, I mean, I think he's like minus 400 now to go third overall.
Quickly, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in 2 days it went from plus 200. I mean, he's the betting favorite. Vegas, bro, they don't have them pretty buildings. That was cliche, but they don't build them buildings.
Yeah, dude, they didn't even have to get a flight or a hotel room this time.
Bro. I mean,
it's all right there in their backyard.
That's so nice, bro. Oh, my God.
I kind of like the draft being on the move, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
New York's New York, I get it. But you get some other opportunities, other cities.
Dude, I'll give Roger Goodell credit. I don't like to do this, but there's a couple of things he's done to market the league that's been brilliant. One of them is the primetime night of the draft. Like, they've made the draft a TV show. From a sort of a side on a Saturday and a Sunday to primetime Thursday and Friday. Like, you get 2 primetime TV windows for the draft. He's made this a TV show.
Yeah,
look at what we're doing. Like, look, we're all hanging out here because
we're literally having a party for this.
It's incredible.
Like, it's turned into a little dual Pelicans as well, but we were having this regardless.
This was happening either way, exactly. And then
pick is in. Oh wow,
good.
Yeah. All right, so the surprise.
Look at the people, bro.
I love
a lot to do with it.
It's fucking awesome.
No offense to the other major sports, but football's king.
Hell yeah.
Buddy.
It's just king.
Yeah, except the players aren't. We don't have guaranteed contracts or any of that, but
that's
it is king.
Whose fault is that, bro?
100%. We had some old heads that were negotiating. They wanted less practice time instead of more money.
It was less practice.
No more 2-a-days.
It was less.
I'm like, I'll have a 2-a-day.
It was like less practice time.
No 2-a-days.
They lightened up the weed rules.
They did.
And less padded practices during the season.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy.
Dude, I was coming from Saban and less. I'm like, I don't care about that. I'm used to
we
that.
We didn't take off the shoulder pads till bowl week my last year. It's nuts.
All right, picks in.
I guess so. Obviously, the edge rushers we've talked about would not be a surprise. If I had a surprise pick for the Jags, I'd say the tackle from NC State. If I'm reaching, or Evan Neal be an even farther reach. Yeah. It feels like even those 2 players, because you did give Cam Robinson.
What if they trade down?
They could.
But here's the thing: if they trade down, they made the pick. Like, if they trade down, then somebody's going up to get who? That's the tough part.
Yeah.
I mean, this has got to be
Walker.
Yeah, it's got to be Walker.
Yeah, it is. I read his list.
We got one Jag fan behind us.
Yeah, I don't see much cheer going on.
All right, we got a Jag fan behind us. What do we think about Walker? It's a good pick.
Good pick, huh?
Because he's wearing a throwback Jags jersey.
David Garrard there?
David Garrard. I forgot about David Garrard.
Oh, man. Hey, they made the playoffs, man.
Bro, I forgot about David Garrard.
I will say, breaking down film of Trayvon Walker, I watched the Florida game. He did demand a lot of attention that did free up Jordan Davis, that did free up Nakobe Dean. He was like a point of emphasis for the game plan. You could kind of tell, Hilly, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, getting chipped a lot.
Yeah, the guards stayed off of Nakobe Dean because they were worried about Walker, engaged when.
Was he playing mostly 5-tech?
He was going 5 and a 3, and 3 and sub, 5 mostly.
Okay.
So he can't go to a 3 and sub, but man, they got Arden Key in Jacksonville too. So I mean,
I forgot about that.
They got some rushers for sure. Ooh.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's
good luck to him.
It's definitely. I don't think
He's a good player. Don't get me wrong. He is a good player.
I don't think anyone could have predicted this before the season.
No.
No.
Hell,
bro. Whenever
a month ago,
dude, Ott told us when the futures odds came out, he didn't even have odds to be the first overall pick. He was in the field. It was like the 10 guy, whoever, and then or the field.
Yeah.
He was in the field. He didn't even have odds.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's where sometimes, bro, you're drafting the athlete, not the football player. I mean, I know that's cliche, right? But in some respects, it's true. I mean, you're betting on the come with him.
Oh yeah.
It's weird because they do that in baseball, right? I guess they do it in the NBA. This is the only sport where you wouldn't expect them to do it.
Yeah. I just don't know where Look, he either lines up and takes Caleb Vaughn's spot, right? Or he kicks down maybe. And they try.
I'd have him at 5 tech. Have Caleb Vaughn and Allen on the outside.
And then have Arden and him as your fives?
Yeah.
Especially
third down.
You better have a space heater at that zero nose.
Oh, yeah.
Because you got kind of smaller 5 techniques in Arden. I mean, Arden Key's not small, don't get me wrong, but you know what I mean. Like,
run stoppers.
Tyson Jackson played the 5 technique in Kansas City when he got drafted in the 3-4.
Yeah, that's definitely shocking right there.
Jake, our connection's good? I'm just buffering over here. It must be just my Wi-Fi.
Aiden Hutchinson from the area.
Yeah.
Feels like feels like him and the head coach would headbutt each other, which I love. Dan Campbell and him are definitely it feels like that's got to be a no-brainer.
I don't think I saw the clock tick down for a second, how quick that pick.
Oh, they made the pick good. Hey, bro, but you know why that's beneficial, dude? Like, if you think of it, 32 picks at 10 apiece, you're talking about we'll be here till midnight. So, you're taking.
I'll be here till midnight.
Okay.
I got that 7 a.m.
I'll be here till midnight.
And I'm pretty sure my co-host is going to Christian Bale on me because he's sitting courtside at the Pelicans game.
You don't think he's coming in?
God forbid they
it's
win.
It's 50-50.
God forbid they
it's
win.
It's 50-50.
If they win, it's going to be we're going to get the TikTok.
Ribs is out, too. She's somewhere, so she's not – normal Friday guest. She's not in.
The TikTok might be coming from the arena if they win. Normally it comes from the house for T-Bob.
Yeah.
Do we know where he's sitting?
I do not. He said courtside. You say courtside, that means your feet are on the court.
Oh, yeah.
If he's sitting like 3 rows up, it's great seats. I'm still playing him, though, if he's not touching the court.
Pick.
I mean, so
Aiden Hutchinson. I think I could be a lip reader.
Me too, man.
I saw that.
I'm 2 for 2 so far.
I saw that whole thing.
Does it help if you know which name's coming out? Probably.
That does help, too.
All right, now here's where it gets intriguing.
Yeah, this
Sting.
is this has got to be Stingley. If it's not, it's one of the tackles, right?
Yeah.
I mean, who else would be 3 to Houston?
I think you go Stingley right here.
Unless they go Sauce Gardner.
Yeah.
Unless they fell in love with Sauce Gardner.
Yeah.
See, I think. I mean, like y'all know Derek, and y'all known him a long time, obviously. I mean, I think we all kind of have known Derek and known the family, but like, he went through some shit, man. Like, dude was legit hurt, and I think we also know he's just not the most vocal guy, right?
Oh no, he's shy.
They had to basically, Bonnet and those guys kind of had to push him to come to media days last year because they were like, hey, look, man, I mean, if you want to be up for Thorpe and all these awards, like, in some respects, it's kind of a popularity contest. Like, you gotta have your name out there, be known. So you gotta come meet these, the media and do the whole dog and pony show. And so he did fine, but it's not his comfort zone. So I think because he wasn't the guy that was going to jump on Twitter and be like, I'm legit hurt. It's just not – I mean, like you see what Deebo Samuel put on Twitter today about people not knowing anything about what's going on.
Right.
Like, Stingley's not that guy.
Right.
But you know the way he carries himself, that when he got to the combine and had those one-on-ones, like, he was going to nail that.
Oh, I mean, his dad's a coach. I mean, he can get up on the board and he can draw you anything you want him to draw. Here's this 2-man route combination. We're playing this coverage. What do you do? He's got it.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe more than anybody there, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Hey, so y'all talk about that a little bit because with the combine specifically, like, as many guys as you cover, you talk to throughout the draft process and everything, they'll always say the thing about the combine is it's 2 things: it's the interviews and it's the medical.
Right.
It's can you answer the questions that you're going to get peppered with, and then here's a great look at Damone, right?
Yeah.
Damone was a probably a second-round pick.
Yeah.
Medical, got the neck thing. He's a day 3 guy now.
Yeah.
So, like, what's that like going through the interview process at the combine?
Yeah, I mean, to me, I got prepped for it. I mean, every guy gets prepped for it. You go to whatever combine training place you go to, they're going to have a section of the day where that's all you're doing. They're going to say, look, they're going to ask you this. So some teams are going to ask you some wacky questions, like, If I gave you a brick, what would you do with it? Like, it's just, it gets wacky and weird sometimes.
If I gave you a brick, what would you do with it?
Oh, dude, I got asked stuff that I want.
I'd put it down.
I got asked stuff that was like offensive. Like, you shouldn't be asking people that, but they want to see, can I get you off your marker a little bit? And then when I get you uncomfortable, I'm gonna put you on the board and I'm gonna see what you know. You know, they want to see exactly what you know. And so for me, like, look, that was going to be where I had to thrive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to show them that I could go out there, pass protection, run game, and all that stuff.
Texans pick is in, so they didn't wait. See, this is where it's Stingley, like, because that's like if they know who they're taking and then the word gets out and they're not trading back, because like you're also in a position at this point of the draft where you're fielding calls throughout the week. If you're, hell, the Saints and the Eagles already made a trade weeks ago. Like, you know, if you know who's locked into those first two picks, what you're going to do here at 3.
Yeah.
The Herb, finish.
That's a foul? No, they got the foul.
Foul, they blew it.
Bro, how big's Larry Nance been?
It's been awesome.
Yeah, who's that energy?
Like the other guy in that trade.
I'll throw in a little bit.
He's
got finals. He got finals experience, though, man. That stuff goes a long way.
He was also hurt.
He knows his role, man.
Right.
He brings that energy. He knows he's in there to set picks, get rebounds, block shots. Yeah, but he's playing tough right now.
He's awesome, a Laker, wasn't he, for a bit?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes
it even better. The Pels are doing it with former Lakers.
Oh,
bro,
here we go.
That and that they're the only team in the playoffs that's going to get a top 10 pick in this draft, too.
Yeah.
Look, once half of our roster goes to the retirement home, we'll be back.
Retirement home. I'm older than all those guys. Oh, boy.
All right, here we go. All right, this should be Stingley.
If it's not Stingley, it's got to be one of the two tackles, right?
Yeah.
If it's not.
Conwell.
Yeah.
Stingley.
I'm going to go in Conwell.
You're going with I'm going Stingley.
Tackle from NC State?
Yeah.
Oh. It's a need for him.
Turn him up, please.
It's a big need for him. It really is. It's Stingley, though.
It's Stingley.
It's got to be Sting.
Remember, they got the 13th pick as well.
Yeah.
So,
there's tackles at 13 that are starters from day one.
Yeah. Because I think Sauce will be gone at that point.
Oh, definitely. Yes, definitely. All right, here we go. There it is. How about it, dude?
Yeah.
Third overall.
So Derek Stingley is tied now for the highest drafted cornerback in the history of the draft. Yep. How about that, bro?
Yeah. That's awesome.
Look at Big Sting. Look at Big Sting. I love it, dude. That's awesome.
Man, right down the road, too, you know?
That's awesome.
Right down the road.
Dude, you know what's funny? I told this on AFR, but like, so how long have you known Derek along, like high school before?
Probably, no, I think his freshman year.
At LSU?
Yeah, freshman year.
Okay.
I knew him a little bit before. Yeah.
So, Derek and Big Sting, they would go into traction when he was like a freshman at Dunham, right? Like 8th grade freshman year. And in high school, right? And I remember RC telling me, like, if he played safety, he'd be a better safety than corner. He said if he was the safety, he'd be the best safety in the country. He's like, but when he's drafted, he will be the first cornerback taken in his draft.
A while?
Dude, he was a freshman in high school.
Yeah.
And so 7 years later, it's manifest, bro. It's just, bro, you just don't complicate some shit, man. Like, you watch that guy on film and you realize he's just different, man. Like, and that's to your point, he's going right down the road, man. That's great. He'll be in Houston. Yeah. And no state income tax.
Yeah, he's in a great spot, man. They got so many more holes to fill, but I think that's a great day one starter you can plug in on the outside, and I think he's going to play well.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, did they drop from 10 minutes to 6 minutes in the first round?
No,
bro, maybe they dropped it to 6 minutes.
Unless they start the clock immediately after the pick.
Yeah, maybe so.
Huh.
I don't know, man. We might be watching more of the Pels game than we think. This thing keeps going like this.
I love it.
Man. Let's go.
All right, man. Thanks, everybody who's watching here. Alex Goday, Ultimate Warrior, William Ivy. Appreciate y'all. Let's see. Go Tigers 195. Saints can trade a couple of first-rounders for him down the road. I don't know what he's talking. Oh, for Stingley?
Oh, yeah. There are some people getting sassy earlier in the week saying Sting wouldn't go top 10. I was like, you're out of your mind.
So this guy,
Wouldn't
Dustin.
go top 10?
Yeah, your boy Keaton, actually.
So, no, look, said Keaton knows you 100 burpees.
Yeah, he does.
So what's that story?
Yeah. Keaton was saying, I bet anyone 100 burpees that Sting that doesn't go first round. I'm like, dude, are you blind? Like, what are you talking about now?
Wait, first round?
No, out of the top 10.
Top 10. Okay.
Top 10
Okay.
in the first round.
Well, because there was a lot of, like mocks that had him 12 to.
But to me, he was getting disrespectful. He was like, Christian Fulton's better than Sting Lee,
no.
and then he was just going on and on. It was getting out of control.
I will say, Christian Fulton is very undervalued.
Oh, yeah, dude. There's a reason
that.
why Sting got those targets his freshman year.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason why they were going the other way.
That's true.
Turns out 2019 was pretty damn good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Not too many holes in that on either side.
Those fucking guys.
Look, and I know it doesn't mean as much now because of the NIL thing being the one that drives the bus. But think about what LSU can recruit to. Like, just walked out of that tunnel the other day now. And Jamar wasn't even in that picture.
Yeah.
You've got three guys that have done. You have three of the coolest players in the NFL in Burrow, Chase, and Jets. I mean, Jets in the gritty and what he does on the field. Come on. I mean, you've got Clyde with Mahomes. Now you've got Sting, who's in that picture, who's third overall.
Yeah.
You got Thad, whose dad's Randy Moss.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. No, man.
there's not a school that can throw four guys out there that would be as popular as LSU's right now.
No, I think Coach Cousins will take advantage of that, man. It's,
Got to.
So it's a great spot.
I heard you say that on OTB this morning, and my immediate reaction always is to kind of play devil's advocate and think, because you started to say, like, there's not four guys. And in my mind, I'm going, wait, but like, Bama's had so many. And the way you said it, though, was spot on, because you said, like, cool or however you phrase it, I don't remember. But it's that part of it's true. Like,
Yeah, I think
Joe Burrow has already become a superstar, right? Like,
He may be the most talked about NFL player.
I think you got to throw, when you talk about cool, you got to throw Odell in there too, though.
Oh, yeah, no,
Absolutely.
for sure. I'm just saying.
Oh, you're talking about that picture.
That picture.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
the picture alone.
But, like, how hard is it for the Cincinnati Bengals quarterback to be a superstar?
Pop star in the United States.
Right?
Yeah. 100%.
I mean,
Carson Palmer was really good, but he just wasn't. It wasn't that,
Yeah.
Joe Burrow can walk in any mall in America and people will.
Bingo.
Everywhere.
And you're right about Jets with the gritty, which is taken over everywhere, and he's the one
It's
that
in
popularized it.
European soccer.
It's crazy.
They score goals and they're doing it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And then with Jamar, obviously Jamar's Jamar, and what he did going to the Super Bowl. And I mean, now Sting's in that photo. He's the third overall pick.
And Clyde.
And Clyde, yeah.
Yeah, man.
I mean, Clyde in Baton Rouge.
Dude, it did
Clyde's
look like,
as big a deal as
it
there
did
is.
look like an album cover.
Dude,
It looked like an album cover, right? It was really good.
Like, so to your point, like, Alabama can have guys. There ain't one guy that's
Name
more
one.
popular. Exactly.
Name one.
You can't do it.
Name one. I mean,
I don't think you can.
Maybe King Henry. That's probably the biggest one right now.
Maybe the only
That's
one
good
in the
point.
conversation.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably
Because
it.
look, Jerry Jeudy, great.
Yeah.
He ain't in there.
Tua,
right.
Jalen
No,
Waddle.
no.
I mean, I can
No.
rattle off a whole bunch of first-rounders. Oh, wait, this is one thing I wanted to ask y'all, because we were talking about, bro, dude,
So you have to use
they're
it to
getting
your-
rolling, bro. They are getting rolling right now. McCollum's at 13.
If he's efficient,
He's 50% from the floor.
Yeah, if he's efficient, you're in
that's so
trouble.
huge, man. No, this is what I wanted to ask y'all. So Cam Robinson signed his extension in Jacksonville. Like, is that hard? I mean, look, he got broke off, no doubt, but he's in Jacksonville. You know what I mean?
Man, no, it's not hard. It's not hard. It's not
I
hard.
can't answer.
Even though it's
I
Jacksonville?
can't answer this for you. I was spoiled, man. I was in San Diego and Denver.
Yeah.
No. Jacksonville's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like Jacksonville. I mean, you're playing for the Jaguars.
No, I'm saying like the worst record
yeah,
I
I
have
got
was
it.
8-8, and that year we were 8-8. Like we won a playoff game. You know what I'm saying? So like,
It's getting rowdy up in here, bro.
Yeah.
Stingley goes 3 overall. Well, let's all boo the Jets selection here because we got to boo the Jets selection.
Do they go O-line again?
This has got to be an offensive lineman though, right?
Yeah, I would hope so.
Unless if it's Sauce Gardner.
Yeah.
Sauce. They went
It's Sauce, bro. They went Sauce.
They
How
went
about
Sauce.
it? Back-to-back corners. How about it, dude? So that's, dude, 2 corners go top 5.
This is a wacky draft.
Bro,
man.
you've only had like
Games change, though.
But I think you've only had like 9 in the last 25 years go top 5.
I don't know.
I mean, now 2 in this draft.
To me, at the top, I think the bigger game changers are receiver to me. I don't know. I could be wrong, though. I think Garrett Wilson, I think some of these receivers are going to be bigger game changers. I could be wrong, though.
But how much of this, though, is – all right, let me ask it like this. How much of this is influenced by the fact that there aren't quarterbacks at the top, right? Because if you had
Totally influenced by that.
– if it was like last year, you know what I mean, like where you had – you know, you had the top 3 were all quarterbacks. Everybody else bumped down. There just aren't any this year.
I think it's only influenced by that because what we've seen over the years is even if you do, spend a first-round pick on a quarterback, we've seen the Cardinals, they'll get rid of that guy. We just saw what the Browns did with Baker Mayfield.
You can now with the rookie scale.
Like, if you see a guy that's in that top 10 that you think's better than your guy, I think, they're gonna move on. So I just think this class is the worst QB class we've seen in a very long time.
I mean, the 2015 class ended up being bad, but the hype was Winston, Mariota.
Oh, yeah.
All of that.
Jake, it's halftime of the Pels game, so if they want to switch the house speakers to us. I got watch my drink there, bro. All right, cool. Let me just snag that from you, so it doesn't end up a casualty of war here. All right, we appreciate y'all for watching. Let's get somebody else. I'm trying to get the Facebook comments. My apologies to Facebook. I want to shout y'all out, but I'm trying to get the comments here rolling.
All right, so you got the Giants, obviously, a couple picks here coming up. They need edge rusher, tackle, receiver, defensive backs. They're probably like, wait a minute, y'all took those 2 corners?
Yeah.
Ain't got nothing left for us?
Giants need fucking everything. Bro.
They do. Did they go tackle? I mean, they declined Daniel Jones' 5th-year option today.
Dude, you know what's brutal about that? Oh, wait, real quick.
Yeah, I'll probably go Evan Neal right
Wait, let
here.
me ask you about Sauce real quick. Are y'all convinced that he's a dude?
I think he has potential, and I think that's what they're basing it off of.
I'm actually convinced.
You think so?
You think
I think
Sauce
he's
is a dude?
I think he's a dude.
To me, when you take a cornerback number 4, you're telling me right now he's Jalen Ramsey. He's Patrick Peterson in his prime. He's got to bring you, all Pro Bowl level, ability in his first 4 seasons. I'm not sure I'm there yet. I mean, if I see it, I'll give it to him. I'll tip my cap to him. I just don't know. I haven't seen it.
Well, you're going to be
Hey, what's up,
apprehensive
everybody at Don Juan? Y'all make some noise for our crowd watching. Hell yeah. Hey, Muse, give me one of them the baskets back there. So it's on the bar for the raffle baskets. All right, if you're not here, come here because we're going to be raffling off, pulling out of the raffle bucket for some gift baskets. So if you're at Don Juan, make some noise. A bunch of Ric Flairs in here, bruh. I love it. Make sure that you get your raffle ticket. You spend $10 on a drink or anything like that, you get a raffle ticket. If you're not drinking, no worries. You can buy a raffle ticket for $10. These gift baskets are pretty fire, man. Cigars, wine, all kind of good shit in there. So make sure that you get your raffle tickets for them. And we got other things, gift cards and stuff we're going to be giving away throughout the night. So, hey, y'all who are here, make some noise for Jacob Hester. Jeremy Hill. Yeah. Some LSU legends. I didn't play shit, so it don't matter.
Hey, you stop that. I remember you playing guard for Catholic.
You don't remember shit, bro. You fucking stop that shit, bro.
The Bears, baby.
And we did. I do want to go back though and watch that Evangel game, man. See how that all played out.
Matt, here's the thing.
If you and I ever went toe to toe,
Matt, here's the thing though. If you watched it, it's so old and grainy, you wouldn't be able to tell who's who.
No, you're right. You're right about that.
No, I know for sure. I went back and watched it. A couple years ago.
It's on YouTube.
I know.
The whole game's on YouTube.
I know.
All right, so Giants. What do we think, guys? Giants picks in.
O-line.
You can go line.
Go Evan Neal.
I'm going tackle.
Hey, but
you going Evan Neal?
Isn't this a good thing though for the Saints that the tackles and all the receivers are still on the board? Like every pick that's made, like a guy they like could be dropping. So if they want to get aggressive and move up, so you think this is Evan Neal?
Yeah.
Or the NC State tackle.
NC State, whose name I'm not trying to pronounce here.
Yeah, him.
That guy.
The NC State tackle that will probably never have to pronounce his name again.
Exactly.
After tonight.
Yes.
Because he'll be playing for the Giants and we'll forget him.
Man. Both New York franchises. It's crazy.
Dude, this could also be a receiver.
4?
Oh, it could be.
Or 5?
It could be a receiver. It could be Garrett Wilson. It could be Olave. if they like Olave more than Garrett Wilson.
Or Drake London.
But they have 7 though. Why?
Yeah. They have another.
7?
They have another. Yeah. You're right. They have another. Drake London.
By the way,
looks the part. I wonder how effective he can be. I don't know how effective he's going to be. He's a good red zone.
The difference between
at best, he's going to be Mike Evans. That
that's
is
the
absolute
thing. But
peak.
the other side of that, he could be Kelvin Benjamin, like a guy that's like bigger but can't really
he's
separate.
Real quick, before they announce it, what's more valuable to the Giants, an offensive lineman or a receiver?
Receiver. They went Georgia lineman last year.
Okay, because
I
this
would
is
say
why.
offensive line
Because they pick at 7, and Diana Rossini reported earlier they are desperately trying to trade out of 7. So, like, if there's a receiver you think you can get if you trade back, then you go offensive line here, and then you try to trade out of 7.
Dude, I don't hate selecting, Mechie later in the first round. He's not even being talked about.
Mechie's not even being talked about in the first round. Pickens either.
He's a gamer.
Yeah, he is.
He's a gamer.
Dude, incredible young man, too.
Who, Mechie?
Yeah, super solid. Outside of where he chose to play college football. That's a little questionable.
Oh, man. Where are they going?
I think they're going offensive line here. I think they're going line, and they try to trade 7 to move back and get a receiver somewhere else.
Back-to-back years, you go if they do go offensive lineman that high in the draft. Was that Andrew Thomas last year?
Oh, yeah.
Out of Georgia?
Oh, yeah.
Roger, are you announcing this pick or the other guy? What are we doing
I think
here?
he's introducing
sure,
that.
he's
But here's – so if they go offensive line here and trade out of 7, that could be an opportunity potentially for the Saints. If they were trying to move into the top 10 to get a lineman, that would be the spot maybe to do it.
If they go edge rusher, who are they going? Because that's a need,
Edge
too.
rusher? Oh, Hutchinson, Walker. Thibodeau.
Okay, Von Thibodeau.
Yeah,
Oh,
he'd be
good
the
point.
next one. And
There
there
you
he
go.
is.
Good call.
There you go.
Bro, but you know that, dude, that means an offensive lineman still is not
Yeah,
called. We're like,
dude.
this is great for the Saints, man.
So, like, it almost – I don't want to speak in absolutes, but it almost guarantees, like, a Charles Cross might be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now you have more options.
Now, if you like Penning,
normally a run.
if you like Penning and Penning dominated the Senior Bowl, like that's a guy that might be there too now.
Yeah,
Did you talk to him at the Senior Bowl?
Yeah.
Bro, I cannot tell you that I watched a snap of football that guy's played in his life. All right, I never watched the Northern Iowa game, okay? Yeah. No clue. So I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know or I can scout anything. But I watched a lot of the Senior Bowl coverage.
Yeah.
Dude, I loved that the dude from Northern Iowa was talking shit all week to Ohio State, to Bama. Like, it didn't matter who you were. Like, he was just disrespecting. I'm like, fuck yeah, that's what you got to be.
Dude, I was at practice, I think it's the third day of practice, so he had been talking shit, like multiple, right? He pancaked a guy, and it was from a big school. I think it was Oklahoma, whatever. Doesn't matter, blue blood. And he said, I can't play, huh? You better fact check yourself.
Shit,
Right. He said, fact check it.
Dude, this
Boy, I got confidence.
This is awesome, bro. I mean, this is so now Carolina's on the clock, and
They can use everything.
you're right. They can use everything.
Are they going quarterback?
Do you think they go Malik?
No.
You don't think so, huh?
No.
I would love it if they did, bro.
No. Honestly, they could go a lot of different places right here.
Are they going to trade for Baker? That's been
No. Not right now.
Baker's
I think
gotta be
teams are going to wait till you have to cut them.
They need a tackle and a receiver as well.
Could you see Garrett Wilson here?
I could. Now, say they need a receiver. They've got potential at receiver. They're just
Yeah. I mean, they got Terrace, they got DJ Moore. They got Robbie Anderson still. I don't know if they go receiver.
they've been
Not
looking.
this.
They've been looking for somebody to go because they got a lot of X and Z's. They're looking for an F. But
Yeah.
do you take an F at 6? I don't think so. You can't actually.
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah. I mean, do they go O-line here?
Brett Dagro said this should be the whiskey and wine crew. Got to get the Evangel boy dropping a few F-bombs. Are you a cursor?
Dude, we've hung out long enough to know that. Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I've heard you curse, man. No, I'm thinking about it. I mean, okay, let me rephrase that. Normally when I'm here, I'm with T-Bob, who's the most vulgar human you'll ever meet. And it makes me look mild because I'm a vulgar motherfucker. Yeah. He's just vile.
yeah. How impressive is it that T-Bob doesn't drop F-bombs?
People say the same about
radio.
me. When they watch Whiskey and Wine, people say, they're like, dude, how do you not curse all the time? I'm like, I don't know. Practice?
Yeah.
I just done it long enough.
It is wild though.
Huh?
Like you in your brain,
You got to slow down.
Yeah.
Like you just slow down on the delivery. Kenny Pickett.
Like even on serious, like technically we can.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
No.
I hope the Panthers take Kenny Pickett.
No way. I can't see him doing that.
I know, but I hope they do.
That'd be funny.
Like, I'm just thinking about this through a Saints lens, right? Like, for me, best case for the Saints is you come out of day one with 2 starters at either receiver, tackle, safety, defensive tackle. And I think there's enough receivers in this draft where if you wait until, like you mentioned, Mechie, Pickens, like there's going to be enough guys in receive, like to where, I mean, you got Mike Thomas in round 2. I mean, like you can find a stud. Now, look, I love Olave from Ohio State.
I do too.
Like if he's there, I'm cool with it. But like every time a player is taken, that's not a position the Saints want. It's just more and more of a pot. Yeah, look, all right, read them off.
I mean, Garrett Wilson, Drake London, Jamison Williams, Chris Olave, Traylon Burks, Jahan Dotson, Christian Watson, North Dakota State. Yeah. I'd prefer John Mechie, George Pickens.
I agree on both.
Even
those.
Jalen Tolbert from South Alabama before I went Christian Watson.
Wan'Dale Robinson,
bro. Wan'Dale Robinson is going to get on a team.
Yeah, who I did.
And the offensive coordinator and special teams coordinator are going to be like, we got him where? In the what round?
Yeah.
Bro,
who have impact?
He was an impact player against every team they played this year.
I think if he goes to a team with an established quarterback, that'd be ideal because then they can get him in the jet sweep game, get him in the screen game.
You go to San Francisco.
Oh, bro. They'd say, all right,
they would
Devo,
love Wan'Dale
Give me
Robinson.
those 3 first-round picks for Devo. We'll take them.
See, that's one of the things I hate. Like a guy like Wan'Dale Robinson, 5'8", 178, I get it. Like football personnel and coaches always say the eye in the sky doesn't lie, right? That's always. Then why don't they trust it more than anything when it comes to evaluation?
Yeah, I don't know.
The guy tore up the SEC at Kentucky.
That's to me. It reminds me of Skylar Green, like a guy that fits that same mold.
Oh, Skylar doesn't get hurt
Yeah.
at LSU. I mean, who knows what his career is? I mean, he had the high ankle they never got over.
That dude was unreal.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, why do we say that all the time? But then when it gets to this point, we're like, 5'8", 180.
I mean,
like,
look at Tyreek, one of the best, highest paid receivers right now. He's 5'8", 5'9", Tyreek Hill.
He could fly, though, bro.
Yeah, that helps.
Jesus.
Where did he end up after Oklahoma State? Like West Alabama?
Yeah.
Hey, and Wan'Dale ran a 4.4. It's not like he went out there and ran a 4.6.
Yeah. I like Wan'Dale.
I do, too. Right system. You know, maybe not every system, but the right system.
All right, Panthers pick is in. No trades either.
No.
Last year we had 3 trades, like in the top 10.
They're trying to get those quarterbacks.
Yeah, you know, you're right. You're right. For sure. Let's see.
Panthers.
All right, big shout out again, man. We appreciate our friends here at Don Juan for hosting us. Hey, we will be here on Derby Day, big Derby party. They're going to do a best dressed, best hat. It's going to be awesome, bro. Like, make plans. We're going to do a live stream as well. I mean, we're not going to break down horse racing or anything. It's basically going to be a.
That's what odds for.
It's going to be me. And, well, we can get out here to break down the ponies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But it'll be a little party here, man. So y'all make plans on Derby Saturday to be here at Don Juan Cigar Bar with us. If you can't be here, make sure you join us for our live stream on Watch 104.5 ESPN. If you are watching on YouTube, do us a favor, smash that like button. Only 41 likes right now.
I keep forgetting.
Hit that like. It helps with the algorithm. Like it shows this to more people, so please do us a solid and hit that like button. All right, picks in for the Panthers. Malik Willis? What are we thinking, man?
I don't know. I don't think they go quarterback. I just don't see it. Not this class.
They,
I'm going to go offensive line.
Yeah, I that's where they need to go. But in the draft and saying you can't do it, I think we've learned enough times that franchises are not the smartest.
Yeah, they're going to try to make a splash.
There's teams, and Jeremy, you know this, and Matt, you've done this long enough where you know it. It's amazing that you can be in the same league, have the same assets for the most part, have the same capabilities, and one is really good, and one's really shitty at running their organization. You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%.
It's
yeah.
amazing to me.
Because I think it's a domino effect. Like, once you have those first 2 years with terrible draft picks and terrible signings in free agency, you're constantly trying to fix that problem, and then you find yourself behind the 8 ball.
Oh, and you get prideful. You get prideful when you play your draft picks, even though they're not the best guy. Some franchises, they don't care. They draft and say, oh, man, I messed up. This guy's better.
Yeah.
Aaron Hornsby, what's up? Nick Diaz, Kevin Banta, what's going on, guys? Appreciate y'all for watching. Jeff Little, watching from Cincy. How about that? Keith Becknell, Blake Ooh, appreciate y'all for watching.
We're going tackle.
Here we go.
Tackle.
Yep.
Tackle.
Yep, there we go.
All right, so that's the first offensive lineman off the board, Ikem Ekwonu from NC State.
Good for you, Matthew.
So
I tried, bro.
Because
Bob, we add a baby, it's a boy.
Bob.
receiver.
Bob. Baby. Cheers. Well done. No, you good. All right. So does this start a run on tackle? So this is the interesting thing, right? Now it's the Giants, right?
Yeah. And this also starts Sam Darnold for the Panthers.
So I think the Giants could also easily go tackle here. They could go tackle right now.
So the Giants want to trade out of this pick. They took Kayvon Thibodeau. So if they can't trade out of this pick, you think it's Evan Neal?
Yeah. I think you have to go Evan Neal there. Which means they like what they have at receiver. I think they have Sterling Shepard, Kenny Golladay. They just paid a bunch of money to.
Yeah.
So they may think they're okay at receiver. And then they need to protect Daniel Jones. They have to do that.
They need to get Daniel Jones the fuck out of New York.
Yeah.
Buddy, don't worry. His bags are basically packed. When you don't pick up the fifth-year option.
That's bad.
Well, you can't justify guaranteeing that dude $23 million.
No, you can't. You can't do it.
You want to put the Pels?
I think they said there's like, no, he went top 5, so it's not that.
Dude, it's so funny too. Like,
okay, big boy.
How about that? So the second half of the Pels game started. It's so funny. Like at the start of the half, everybody's still in line getting beer and cocktails.
Yeah.
Like it looks like there's nobody there because nobody gets their ass back to their seats.
Yeah.
Dude, Eric and I sat courtside for a game a few months ago, and it was like that. Like for the first 5 minutes of the third quarter, bro, it's like stretch out.
No way.
I mean, I mean, that's like 5 minutes of clock time.
So I sat courtside one time in my life because when I was out in California, my agency had a box at the Staples Center, so you always go box. I'd much rather courtside. When you're in a box, man, you can't.
Bro.
It's like calling a game.
Yeah.
Like I called the LSU UCLA game this year, and I loved it. Great experience. Goal of mine.
Yeah.
But man, you don't feel like you're even at the game sometimes. You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like I'm watching on TV a little bit.
I know, dude, I've said this way too much, but the best experience in sports is sitting on the floor, courtside, for an NBA game.
Oh, yeah.
There's just nothing like it.
Oh, yeah.
To see the size, the speed, the athleticism of those dudes, the pace. It's lost on TV. Like you don't because the camera's center court and moving left to right, you don't get a feel for the speed or the pace of it. When you sit on the floor, it's like, holy shit, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the most incredible.
Yeah.
It's that, and I would say, like, standing on the field for a game, like in Tiger Stadium. Remember, like, 2015 when Florida came in? That was that's just crazy. I mean, it sounds like, y'all know this, but it sounds like a fucking stampede.
Yeah.
When the defenders run into the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. Like you could hear and feel like 22 dudes running, on one giant humans running in one spot. But dude, NBA courtside for an NBA game is just unreal.
Shout out a couple of people here in the chat.
Yeah,
Greg, watching from the 3-1 Great, used to watch Hester live during his first radio gig from Walk-Ons in the Port City.
Got a bit?
That was once a week,
Wednesday
Wednesday nights. Let's
go.
go.
It's a boy.
Alex, dancing and whiskey aren't allowed in Hester's religion, only Coors Light. Joke's on you, Alex. Already down the Jameson. I'm a big Jameson guy. And I can cut a rug. And when I say cut a rug, my wife's really good at dancing, and I stand there while she dances.
Bingo.
Yep.
In an odd twist that proves God has a sense of humor, he made me fat, bald, with rhythm. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. You look at me like that guy? You're like, really, him?
Last one in there. Yeah, I think I may break my little cherry here and go get some alcohol in my body right now.
bro.
I was
What
about
you
to
want?
say, man.
Let's do. Let me copy history. Let me do a little JMO on the rocks, man.
You're a Irish whiskey guy?
It went down real good.
Shout out Bogies, man. Shout out Bogies.
Yeah, that's where I got it.
It's got
That's
my
where I got
taste
my
for-
Jameson was bogeys. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes,
they
sir.
make Giants are making the pick.
There we go. O line.
Do you want another one? Or are you doing beer?
Did they already pick Evan Hill?
Yeah.
Look, she got the nil banner on already.
Oh,
man.
already?
She got the nil banner already. She must know something.
You got to go tackle, though, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Because I think they got the other tackle. They got Thomas, and then now you got another one. So
Yeah.
now you feel good on the outside.
Bro, the fact they're making the pick, though, tells you there is no desire for people to move up in this draft.
If you get Thibodeau
players.
and Neal in the same draft, you feel pretty good.
That's him.
There he is. Yeah.
I don't know. Tonight I've kind of been hitting on a couple. of
How about you throw those over here? I mean,
Jameson rocks.
Oh yeah,
Rocks.
yeah. Please, please, please.
I'm not sure who does y'all's. I don't know who does Hunt Hill, but you could have just thrown us some, betting odds over here. You've been spot on over here.
so you bet nuts.
Yeah.
Did it before. Made some cheese. Oh man, Atlanta. Oh man, they can go anywhere here next. They got a lot of holes. They
Man,
can fill.
Atlanta's roster.
I was like, I thought Sting was no way get past Atlanta. I couldn't see him getting past Atlanta.
I agree with you, but they got to go receiver.
Yeah.
I mean, think about who they have.
Well, they no Calvin Ridley no more. No Russell Gage.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Absolutely.
What's going on?
Absolutely.
Nice
Nice
to
to
meet
meet
you.
Yeah, they got it.
Yeah, they don't have any receivers.
I'm even okay if Marcus Mariota is going to be their quarterback. Okay, that's who you believe in. You saw enough for his time at the Raiders and his little package. Okay. You have no receivers that are top-line receivers. You got secondary pieces there.
Yeah.
You have
it's
no
like
top-line receivers.
Same problem the Saints had last year without Michael Thomas.
You got a bunch of 2s and 3s. Yeah, which they have a role in the NFL.
Yeah.
But now
when
when
you're
you
trying
don't
to
have
win
one.
a game and you can game plan against twos and put your one corner on my three receiver,
Yeah.
it's a bad matchup. And then I can do whatever I want to.
Without question.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, I think, they could possibly, I mean, depends on who they think's the number one receiver, though.
Garrett Wilson's been the odds-on favorite to be number one, Hilly.
Yeah, I think so, too.
But really, I mean, as we've talked throughout the show, there's a couple of guys. It could be multiple people here. I think if they go receiver, I think it's Garrett Wilson. If they go Olave because they like him a little bit better, okay. If they go Jameson Williams, coming off the ACL's not what it used to be.
No, not at all. Not at all. Especially if you've just had a clean ACL with nothing else in there.
Yeah.
It's not the same as it used to be.
Is Drake London somebody you can see them taking?
To me, I just like the guys who are more explosive. If I'm taking you that high, I want a guy that I feel like can take the top off and that can make big plays. And so for me, I wouldn't go Drake London, especially without a real quarterback. Yeah. I wouldn't do it.
If you're a Saints fan, you're hoping tackle's a need for them too. You hope Charles Cross is still going to be on the board. Just to keep, to Matt's point, to keep that tackle.
Yeah.
But is this like where the run
Yeah,
receiver?
normally that's what happens.
They got to go receiver though, Matt. They got nobody.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I mean, they got tight end from
Kyle Pitts.
Pitts.
Yeah, and
But even did Russell Gage just left? They got nothing.
God, Russell Gage got paid.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Redemptress, right?
Yeah.
Good for
yeah,
him.
yeah.
Did you play with him?
Yes, for 1 year. Yeah, 1 year. He was a freshman. I was a senior.
Yeah, really good for him.
Yeah.
So you know what's crazy? Like, how many times, me and Hanny would sit in the press box next to each other, and there were two guys that, like, I don't want to name names, bro. Like, I feel bad. Like, all right, it's not like you're talking. It's not like you're shitting on somebody, but it's like you can them two. Here you go. Thank you, sweetie. There you go, guys.
Oh, thank you, Matthew.
Thank Brittany, bro.
Oh, thank
She's
you,
the best,
Brittany.
dude. They're awesome over here, man. Shout out to Don Juan. Yeah, gentlemen, how about that? How about this? Let's do a whiskey and wine tradition. If you got a glass, whatever you got, raise your glass up to Jake. Yeah, come on. Let's do a toast.
Yep, toast.
Take a picture of your glass toasting with us and post it. Tweet at us. We'd appreciate it. We'll add all of us on Twitter at 1045 ESPN.
Yep.
We'd appreciate it, man. We'll give you a retweet. We love it, man. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. Smash that like button while you're there. No, dude, but it was so. One was Daryl Williams because he was the running back with Fournette and Geis.
Yeah.
It's like when you got Fournette and Geis, it's hard to justify giving the ball to anybody else, right?
I get it.
And so, like, but good for him. That dude has carved out an NFL career. Like, it's super impressive. And then the other was Gage, man, because look at all the talent at receiver at the time with Odell and with Jarvis and, I mean, DJ Chark. And, I mean, Malachi Dupree was out there at the time as well. And Gage was a smaller dude, but, bro, when he got his shot, he just kept making plays, man.
Yeah.
Good for him, dude. He has carved out an awesome NFL. What was the deal he got in Tampa?
I think 1 for 10. He got 1 for 10.
No. He got 3 for something like 28 or something.
Yeah. He got 3.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He makes right under what Michael Thomas makes.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's a big deal.
The per year, yeah.
Per year, yeah.
And it's weird because Thomas set the bar, and then 10 guys have.
That bar's been hurt.
Oh, dude, yeah. All right, here come the Falcons. So you think it's receiver?
I mean, I think it's got to be. When you play in a division that's got as many dudes at corner,
Garrett Wilson?
it depends on which one they like.
I think it's Garrett Wilson.
What if they go quarterback?
Please go quarterback.
I hope they go Drake London.
Please,
I hope they go Drake London.
Go quarterback. Oh, it's
Yeah,
London. There
There you go.
Okay, so it's,
The bed knots.
I wanted them to go Drake London because I think Garrett Wilson's a better football player.
Good.
I think Chris Olave is a better football player.
Is
I
he-
think Jameson Williams is a better football player.
he an injury-prone guy? Is that a thing?
I mean,
You worried about that?
being injury prone is a thing, but I don't know if he is. I mean, we'll see how it plays out.
I just don't know top end.
I don't like that without a real quarterback. I just don't love it.
Did we get a 40 time?
On London?
I don't think we did.
No.
He didn't run.
I don't think he ran.
No. Smart move by him.
All right, so Matt, to your
out.
point, when I'm looking at the draft grades, 1 being exceptional, 5 being marginal, on durability he got an average, a 3.
Okay.
On height, weight, and speed, because of his height and weight, he got above average. That tells me what's the speed look like, you know?
So he ran a 4.4 and a 4.53.
At his pro day?
I'm not
He
hating.
didn't run at his pro day.
I'm not hating at the 4.53.
Well,
I'm sorry.
they're comparing him to your boy.
Yeah.
Vincent. VJ. Okay.
Vincent.
I was thinking Mike.
No, Vincent.
Bro, let me tell you something. I don't know this young man. He might be a good young man. He might be a good football player. He ain't VJ.
Look at that, bro. Look at that catch
Tell you
right there, dude.
Yeah, it's against Colorado.
That don't matter. That's hand strength right there, bro.
That's what they're
One
comparing
hand
him to.
with
Man.
Ooh, look at Hess right there. Look at Hess right there, baby. Oh, look at Hess making the show, baby.
I love it.
So good.
I love it. Hey, there we go.
They had the way back film.
What other draft companion show has a guy featured on ESPN's draft coverage tonight?
There we go.
And by featured, we mean, well, he was in the show.
Running a flat route.
You were in there, bro. You were in there.
Your passport
Philip,
was on
I was
point,
open,
though,
bro.
I saw you.
I gave a chip.
Yeah, bro. You read your keys. You got
Come
out.
on,
I saw
man.
you, bro.
Come
You get a
on,
plus
man.
on that one.
Come on, Phil. Give me the ball. Why do you want to throw it to a talented receiver?
Check it down.
Jordan Touche said, finally home watching live, said, Jake, I need a fist bump. Do you know Jordan Touche?
Which Jake? Me and Jake will fist bump.
All right, there you go. Let's see. Devin Steve said Olave is Brandon Cooks with a better head on his shoulder. I think he's bigger, too.
Yeah, he's bigger.
So I was in rookie camp the year Brandon Cooks. I was in that Saints camp when all the rookies came in.
Mm-hmm.
That dude's got a different gear.
Oh, yeah.
And I played with some dudes that could roll. Don't get me wrong. He is a different.
He's a real track
Yeah,
guy. Though.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
different. Like, you could tell the track guys.
Yeah.
Different from guys who are just fast.
Oh, there's T-Bob. Not really.
Oh man, dude, that'd be a big win for OTB if he gets on that. And I just got on this. That'd be a big win for OTB.
But you know he ain't on the floor,
Oh,
bro.
man.
He's in row 7.
I don't know. I need to see feet.
He's in row 7 in the
I'm
turn.
sure T-Bob, anyone check the T-Bob socials, I'm sure he has something on
He
there.
just sent me a picture. Jameis is pretty close by him.
Uh-oh.
And there was no chairs in front of him, so maybe.
So he's not on the bench side. He's on the opposite score table side. That's cool. That's a good view, bro.
CP3's heating up, man.
God, it was a 10-point lead at half.
Yeah.
CP3's heating up, 11 points this quarter.
Bro, CP3, and look, you earned this. You really do as a veteran player. That guy talks to the referee after every possession.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
After the game, when he's doing his hit on TV, before he does that, he's talking to the ref.
Oh, 100%. He's
Yeah,
working
I mean,
him.
he's like, you earned it. You earned it. I get it, but I'm like,
Working him.
man.
Working him, man.
CJ, if you see that, go butt in. You know what I'm saying? hey, say, whoa. Save that for after.
Yeah, the vets do it. I watched Colin Parry do that at PMAC this year. He's literally working the refs the whole game. Literally working them.
Does CJ have 5 fouls? Did I see someone just post that CJ has 5 fouls?
No way. CJ McCollum? What is he doing fouling people?
Bro, I just saw that in the YouTube chat. I hope that ain't right.
He better not be fouling that many people.
Man, CJ needed to have a big game, too.
He was playing well in the first half. He was 50%. He was scoring it. I don't know if he slowed down or not.
Feels a little odd with the Seahawks picking this early.
Yeah, it does, man. Changes scenery.
They need a tackle pretty bad. So if we're talking Charles Cross maybe here.
Yeah, they could go there. They don't need receiver. I could see them going edge rusher here. Who's like the next edge rusher after Thibodeau?
So who's gone edge rusher? You've had
Hutchinson, Walker and Thibodeau.
It depends on where you're at. It depends on if you're a 3-4 or 4-3. If you're a 4-3, Jermaine Johnson from Florida State.
Okay.
If you're a 3-4, Ajabo.
Jake's about to walk in front of the camera.
Ajabo from Michigan.
All good, bro.
Even though he had the injury at Pro Day, remember?
Yeah. He's got to slide a little bit. I could see Johnson maybe.
If you're a 3-4, I'll be real honest with you. The edge rushers, as far as a 3-4,
not that great this year.
They're falling off.
Yeah.
It's off.
Bro, Seahawks made the pick, bro. There's still not been a trade through 9 picks.
I mean, it's just I don't think there's that value in the first round.
I agree. But isn't that's sort of like a confirmation to everything we thought about this draft? It's just I'm sure there's teams that would be ready and willing and excited to move down. I don't think anybody's willing to jump up right now to get a pick. But to the Saints' point, this is now you're in the range where if you really want Charles Cross, this is where if you're gonna make a move, you do it. Or, bro, you just buy your time.
I think the Saints are gonna stand pat. They're gonna use both of those
This
picks,
is gone. Yeah, thank you, bro. This is gone. I think this for the Saints. This has gone about as well as you could have hoped. This is gone.
Yeah, I would agree with that. The only thing about this though is that the team right before you could take who you wanted.
No, you're right. You know what? The one concern I'll tell you is, and I mean, again, you just kind of hear what you hear, right? But the Chargers are at 17. And
there's your trade from Russell Wilson.
Oh, okay, motherfucker.
Jonas. There we go. Got a little Hunt Palmer in the house.
Oh, who Palmer?
With a Bengals shirt. Get the fuck out of here with your Bengals shirt.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. That's a troll. I like it.
No. You don't buy the Bengals shirt as a troll, right?
My man's showing some support, man. Yeah, they spotted Hunt in the chat real quick. They said, wait, is that Hunt?
Is this not coming
on? Okay, Herb.
Okay. Do you want this?
Yeah, I need it, Coach.
Books in the game?
Where are you at? Which one's that?
It's gonna be MiFi Jetpack.
Yep.
And here's the there at Verizon. Nope, that ain't it.
Okay.
Right there.
Here's your password. Bear with us, y'all. We're just working through internet connectivity. Oh, okay, there went Charles Cross. Well, shit. Well, shit. Well, there's your run, bro. There's your run on offensive lineman.
You're right. But know me how it happened.
That's what I said, man. They needed to tackle bad. You kind of felt like Cross was going to be the guy.
All right.
So who are the next ones? Penning.
So that's the next one, right? I mean,
Yeah,
that's the other one that everyone says is a first rounder.
You're starting to get into the nitty gritty a little bit now.
I think there's really only two more: Johnson and Penning.
Right. We're talking Tyler Smith from Tulsa.
Yeah.
Roman from Central Michigan. Abraham Lucas from Washington State.
Honestly, bro, if you don't feel like Trevor Penning is worthy of being that dude, right? Then I'm almost more willing to say wait to the middle rounds to see if you can find Teron Armstead. If you can find the guy who's a super athletic guy you feel you can mold into that spot, and you roll with James Hurst this year. Hurst ain't Armstead, but Hurst was serviceable last year. Like,
I agree.
I mean, keep in mind, every offensive lineman except Cesar Ruiz was hurt last year for varying points. I mean, you played you played 9 games without Teron Armstead.
Yeah.
So, you did it last year. I mean, if
Penning goes, you got to look elsewhere.
If he's there at 16, awesome.
Yeah.
But otherwise, take receiver, take best defensive lineman available, whatever spot you're looking for.
Yeah.
Every receiver is still on the board too.
I'm hearing some Kyle Hamilton.
Drake London's the only one that's been called. I mean, and
every receiver that you've been
for
tied
sure.
to is still there. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Now,
Wilson, Olave.
So you put about Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah.
That's also another interesting one. Yeah, he's apparently not going to get past 12 at Minnesota.
Yeah,
everyone
100%.
says. He ain't going to make it to the Saints at 16.
Durante's back there as a DB coach, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
With a new staff too.
Yeah.
This is the Jets' second pick.
Yeah. Both New York teams had two picks
in
the top 10.
There are 8 teams that did not have a first-round pick.
That's wild.
Trading players.
That's a quarter of the league did not have a first-round draft pick. That's a record, by the way. It's never happened.
Yeah.
Everyone
8.
wants someone now.
So similarly, you have 8 teams with multiple first-rounders, which is also, I mean, obviously, it would have to work out that way.
Right.
Right.
Cross is an interesting guy. I forget who he had on. It was Rhett Lewis, NFL Network, or Matt Miller. I can't remember. He talked about him maybe having to play right tackle at the end of the day. Didn't know if left tackle would be the fit.
Well, that's the last thing you want to spend a first-round pick on a guy trying to switch positions.
I mean, right tackle can serve you right. The Saints have what I think is the best right tackle in football in Ramchak.
Yeah.
But top 10's different. Yeah, this is the pick they got from Maul, yeah.
Yep. Elijah Vera Tucker.
Damn.
See what they do. So they took Nkwonu with their first pick.
No, they took Sauce Gardner.
Sauce?
Right
They
after,
took Sauce?
yeah,
They took Sauce.
Sting,
right
yeah.
after
They took
Sting.
Sauce.
So they went Sauce.
They could go.
They could go receiver easy.
This could be Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, it could be. Because they took Elijah Moore last year, right?
Yep. And they got Braxton there, who's a nice secondary piece. They got Crowder, who's injury prone. You start talking to receivers.
I could see that. I could see Wilson right now.
Because, look, we talked about DN.
Big is in. Booger.
If they go DN, they go Jermaine Johnson. That's the only DN that's worthy right now, I think, at this spot.
Who do you think's gonna take Jordan Davis? You think he's got to get outside the top 20?
Chargers are a possibility at 16.
16.
Yeah.
The Saints at 16.
Saints are, Chargers at 17 because Saints moved up. Yeah, Saints at 16, which
that's a real
possibility as well. Yeah.
So I was told that the Saints love Jordan Davis.
Yeah.
The names that I was like, they love Jordan Davis. Olave, they think is the best receiver in the draft, and Jalen Petrie, the safety from Baylor, they love him. But he might be more of a round 2 guy. But unless if they got him, you never know what a team has on their board. But
like the Jets could love Olave here.
Yeah.
They could.
I mean, I don't want to sound like a position hater, but I just don't see top 10 safeties. Like,
No, you're right.
it
has to be Jamal Adams.
Yeah, like
I mean, you're
it's not
right.
Ed Reed or like I'm not.
Bingo.
Like you don't can't affect the game enough.
Garrett Wilson.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
That's. You know what, man? Honestly,
Yeah.
I'd prefer Olave to Garrett Wilson. I think they're all really good. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe
I
Olave can
agree
take
with
the
you.
top off
you may
more.
clip this 5 years from now and say Scone's a douche who doesn't know shit, which may be real anyway. But
Yeah. To me, he's the best.
when Olave ran a sub 4.4, I was like, fuck, all right, and give me him. Yeah. Pelicans got a lead back. How about Alvo? It's
Finish
kidding me?
that, Larry.
My goodness, Kevin, there is a lid on the basket. Never in my life.
Man. All right. Lynn? They just compare people to anybody.
All right,
now.
we compare people to Hall of Famers.
Like
Okay.
they just compare
love
people
that.
to anybody now. Like, what are we doing?
We're gonna let Hoon Palmario get in here.
Like, we couldn't pick a player in the league right now. Like, we couldn't just go like Keenan Allen, maybe something
Right.
like
Well,
that.
I'm going to Lynn Swan. All right, I'm gonna let y'all have a little Hunt Hill. I'm gonna
yeah.
I'm gonna go find the restroom.
You got it,
Little
brother.
Hunt and Hill, y'all are out of here.
Yeah.
What up, Hilly?
Yeah, we doing good, brother.
Pels are making a little push here. Just took the lead. All right, it feels like, I mean, obviously I have no idea what y'all are talking about because for those that are looking at the screen, it looks like we're right next to y'all, but you can't hear a word.
Yeah.
So I know it's loud in here.
Yeah.
It feels like the Saints front office, if a wide receiver is in their sights, they need to start paying attention. Like,
Yeah.
they're starting to come off, and I think it's not going to stop anytime soon. I don't know who their eye is on because obviously Jameson Williams is still there and Olave is still there. But that's what you really want, and you've got this capital that you just picked up in the trade, then how far do you feel like you have to move up?
Yeah, I think if you're the Saints, especially in this draft, unless you feel like that receiver is Randy Moss or that receiver is, Calvin Johnson, the Commanders traded their pick. I don't think you move up.
To the Saints. Here they
Well, they
come.
go. They're coming in their receiver. They're getting Olave right now. Here we go.
Where'd they go? All right, this is something.
Well,
All
this
right.
must be a receiver.
Let's
then.
see what
They think they must really love Olave. That has to be what it is.
Look, they have people at Ohio State they trust and always have. That's why they've drafted so many guys from Ohio State, and they've all really been hits. I mean, every guy they've taken from there just about been a hit, and they've got people there. I can see Jameson Williams because he complements Thomas so well, but I think Olave would be awesome.
Yeah.
What do you
I'm
think it's
feeling
Olave?
I think they knew a run of receivers were coming. And I think that's what the rest because if Charles Cross was right here, I could see them going up across. But since he's gone, I think they go.
I don't feel like they would have had to make this move for Penning, the left tackle or the tackle. You would have had to done this, but
They must really love Olave or Williams.
You see
You
this?
see this madness? You see the madness? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Everyone's thinking that. I think it has to be. What are you feeling, Olave? I think Olave right now.
Our consensus is Olave.
Unless they like Kyle Hamilton. Bruh, Kyle
he's straight up
that
for
was
a
my
safety.
call today.
You get Kyle Hamilton, who's the best safety, and it's a position of need.
I love that call. I love the call.
Right.
We talked
If they
about that
get
on the
Kyle
show today.
Hamilton,
They could do that. I could see them doing that because look, they knew Minnesota.
I can't believe I gave up the mic.
Here.
I thought we had 4.
You want?
I thought we had 4.
hey, if they get Kyle Hamilton
But
right
look,
here,
I see Kyle Hamilton because he's not getting past Minnesota.
Minnesota wanted him.
Yeah,
no
he's not
doubt
getting past
about it.
Minnesota. Okay, I just forgot about Minnesota at 12.
Yes, that's who they got in front of.
He wasn't going to get past
So,
Minnesota.
are we going to get Kyle Hamilton?
They
I
got to
think
be
so.
right.
I just thought
You don't
about
move up
it,
to
yeah.
get Penning, right?
I hate to switch up.
No,
last
you're not
minute.
moving up to get Penning.
I hate to switch up. But yeah, because Minnesota is at 12, I could see them. That's why.
You don't
really
move
like
up to get
Hamilton.
Olave either. You move up to get Kyle Hamilton.
What did they give? Did it show yet?
The best available. Kyle Hamilton.
I was in the restroom too, so we left at the wrong time.
So if they're moving up to get Kyle Hamilton, I'm good with that.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
It's a
And by the
position
way,
of need. It's
and you've got a defensive-minded head coach who you better goddamn well believe wants to go defense. And you can get her. And as long as you give up 19, you're going to get a receiver at 19.
100%. Oh, yeah, stick to your first mind. Stick to your first mind. That's what I said at first. That was my first initial guess. I mean,
but that doesn't.
That doesn't mean he's
Michael
a pig.
Thomas.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean
that's
that's
an Ohio State guy.
That was my first initial guess.
So Michael Thomas
but
tweeted about it a lot.
I could very well see Hamilton too.
So
with Minnesota being
I would
right there.
love Chris Olave, and they do think he's the best receiver in the draft. And with London and Wilson both off the board, if they feel like they got to go get him now, okay. And look, they did trade up to get Brandon Cooks, so they have traded up in round 1 to take a receiver before. That's not. They do love Ohio State. There's no question. They do. They love Ohio, and Ohio State's been good to the Saints, by the way.
It has.
Yeah. Dang, they always say stick to your first mind. That was my first mind. Olave right there. I said it. I was like, Olave right here at freaking 11. But I wouldn't be shocked that
I had a nice little DraftKings if Olave was in the top 10. This 11 is not doing me right now.
Hunt, I was wondering how long that was going to take. I was just fucking pumping right in his face.
Oh, man.
Give me the goddamn pick already, all right? You made the trade, make the fucking pick. Dude, Erica is so happy I'm not at home right now. Do you know how? You know if she was listening to me right now?
The 16th pick, a third rounder, and a fourth rounder.
Okay, I'm good with that.
I'll go with that.
I'm perfectly fucking fine with that. So you keep so they gave up the 98th pick and a 4th round pick? Okay. Okay. I'm good with that. Fuck. So you've still got this pick, you've got 19, you've got your 2nd round pick. You're still going to get 3 starters in this draft.
They've got Daxton Hill, somebody they've been linked to. They don't move up to get Daxton Hill.
No way.
It's Hamilton or Olave.
All right. Look, they got a Let's Go Pels sign. I fucking love it. So good.
They got Pels gear on.
Meanwhile, the Pels are up 3.
Look, they got Pels gear on.
Pels gear. I fucking love it. So good. All right, let's go. What we got?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Got some Saints fans in Vegas.
Bro, if this is Olave or Kyle Hamilton, I'm good.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking those two.
Continuation, all right, good. Yep. I'm with you on that one, Who?
Thinking those two.
Which one do you call it? What do you think? I think it's Kyle Hamilton.
I think it's Kyle Hamilton.
I'm going to go Olave.
I think Hamilton.
I'm going to go my first
You
one.
want Olave? Okay.
I'm going Olave.
I'm good either way. I'm good either way.
First one.
And I love the fact that they didn't have to give up the 2nd round pick.
So did they give up 19 as well?
No.
They got 19.
So they keep 19 and 49.
Yeah.
They gave up their 3, which is the 98th overall pick, and a 4.
It's not too shabby.
I'm perfectly fucking fine with that. And by the way, you weren't going to – I don't think you had room on your roster for 7 draft picks anyway.
You know what? You know why that trade happened? Because Washington gave up those picks for Carson Wentz. Getting those picks back.
Oh, good call.
Yeah.
Imagine giving up assets with Carson Wentz.
I mean, they're getting them back. At least it's a win-win. Like, if he stinks it up, at least we get our picks back.
Is that Tony Gonzalez?
Yeah, it's Tony, man.
Why is he making the Saints pick?
No idea.
What the fuck is Tony Gonzalez doing out there?
Yeah.
I mean,
with a Charger and,
with
and
a guy
Chiefs
with a
fan.
bolt up.
And that's Austin Eckler, too. You got Austin Eckler and Tony Gonzalez.
Is this because they traded the pick? Like, what's going on right now?
I don't know.
I'm
not going to hate on Austin Eckler. Bolt up.
You got the Derwin jersey on.
This was Washington, so that still wouldn't make any
Yeah, it
sense,
wouldn't
though,
make any
to have
sense. Yeah.
Who's the guy with the Chiefs jersey on? Is that
like a fan.
Yeah,
Like
it has
that's a
to be
fan over there as well.
It's kind of tall, man.
Somebody just grabbed my ass.
Whoa.
Musso, stop grabbing.
Musso?
Whoa.
Nothing.
All right, come on, guys. We know who Tony Gonzalez
Come
and
on.
Austin Eckler are.
Make the goddamn pick. Make the goddamn pick. Piece of shit. Pels are up 3 with 2 seconds to go in the 3rd.
Got too
By
much
the way,
going
by the
on
way,
here.
by the way, Phoenix 50-0 this year when they've led after 3 quarters. 50-0. Pels lead by 3 with 2.3 seconds to go. Just don't give up a 3 here. All right, give me the fucking pick, Tony. You don't need to introduce Eckler. Just fucking make the pick.
Yeah. I see with the gold chain, Eckler, but come on, let's go.
Shut the fuck up and make the pick. What are you milking it for, asshole? I hate Tony Gonzalez now.
the Falcon Tony Gonzalez.
Hey, shout out my boy Go Tigers. He said, get those clowns off the stage.
Hey, man.
You want the pick.
Dude, he's still talking.
Take the goddamn pick! You stupid asshole! Take the pick!
Look, good thing the Raiders aren't picking here because they would have got booed off the
They're probably getting
stage.
booed right now because they're Chargers Chiefs, though.
Yeah, that too. That too. Like, what are they even like? What is
I don't-
going
Is
on?
Tony Gonzalez in the Hall of Fame?
He will be if
Yeah.
he's not.
Well, if he's not, then he doesn't need to be in it. I vote against Tony
You revoke
Gonzalez.
his privileges.
Fuck this guy.
He was so good.
Bro, at what point does Roger Goodell step in and tell them to kiss his ass and make the pick? Like, that would actually make me like Roger
I
Goodell.
would say they got to
Just
get their TV.
say Chris Olave or Kyle Hamilton and get off.
Motherfucker. I'm so triggered
What
right
in
now.
the world is going on right now?
All right, hey, I'll tell you what, though. If Michael Thomas had Olave before this and he got it right, that's a good sign.
All right.
That relationship's
Yeah.
good.
And Goodell
Yeah.
makes the pick.
Yeah, Olave. Stick to your first mind.
Yep.
Let's go! Let's fucking go! Yeah!
Speedster.
Woo! Best receiver in the draft, bitch. Hell yeah!
Get the
Let's
speedster.
go!
Get the
What
speedster.
you laughing at, who? Your
my
Bengals
first
are
line.
fucking tiger bait, bitch. They're Saints bait. Who that? The man of God's coming to eat Joe Burrow's ass.
He
How about
did.
that?
He did say the Bengals are Tiger Bay, which is ironic.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Oh,
Well,
man.
'cause you
yeah.
can't say
Stick
Saints
to your
bait.
first mind.
You
Yeah,
can't
he's
say
way
Saints
bigger than
Fuck yeah.
Cooks. There we go. Speed.
There goes Matt. He was very kind to me there, which I appreciate,
There we go.
especially when I don't have a mic and can't say anything. This is a good pick. It's one of those deals when you identify the guy you want, go get it. I like that. I think it's a great strategy, and they have someone in the Ohio State training room or scouting department or coordinator room that they trust,
Yeah.
and they said this is the
I do.
dude, and they went and
I
got
do,
it.
man.
Yeah.
They
No,
do.
this is my first mind. I thought, obviously with the run of receivers that was about to take place, you gotta go get your guy.
Yeah.
Well,
So they were hearing Jameson Williams wasn't going to be the next receiver taken, right? You know what I'm saying? So they knew Olave was going to be the next off the board. The only thing that makes you think Hamilton is because you got ahead of the Vikings.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I thought that. But I'm not mad at this at all.
And the Vikings just traded their pick to the Lions. So, it's rarely do things go the way that we forecast in the draft because we don't know anything. But this was predictable. The Saints got assets in first round asset to determine, hey, if there's somebody we need to go get, we can go do it. When the run of receivers happens, which it started, they jumped in the middle of it and they executed. I can't. There's no way you could fault this pick. There's a massive hole in the roster.
Yep.
Last year was an embarrassment with what they put out there at wide receiver, and then you go get one who's probably the best one in the draft.
Yeah, I would totally agree with that. To me, just watching Ohio State last year and then watching them in their bowl game without him out there, that offense was not the same without Olave on the outside. And he's a game changer, man. And watching him at the combine run that sub 4.3, sub 4.4, he's got to take the top off, and that's exactly what this Saints receiver core needs. They got Mike Thomas. He's got to carve you up underneath. Now you got a guy that you really got to pay attention to that can take the top off of defense. And I know for the Saints, they're going to want to do that with Jameis Winston. They're going to want to get that heavy play action game and what a receiver to really get matched up one-on-one on the outside than Olave.
Now, Detroit, are they in the quarterback market? Jared Goff, whatever
I
you
don't
want to
think
say
so.
about it.
If they take a quarterback,
there's
they're
no way
dorks.
there's no way
They need
do
safety. Kyle Hamilton.
that. Yeah,
I think Hamilton's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I could see that too. I don't think Hamilton gets past Houston with them losing
No.
Justin Reed.
No, yeah.
Dang,
If he doesn't go here, he goes next.
If they could get Stingley and Hamilton in this, that's the
you
ticket.
get
there.
Stingley and Hamilton in the same
Yeah,
draft.
I don't see them. I don't see Hamilton. I could see him going here. He's the best available, but he's not getting past Houston. No way.
I think to go back to the Saints real quick, it's one of those deals where you work the dominoes, and if you take the first domino out, it's just not as effective. And when you take Mike Thomas out and you moved everybody up, it didn't work. And by the same token, when you plug Chris Olave in with Mike Thomas, now Deontay Hardy is no longer your second receiver or your go-to. He's just a fun piece to the offense instead of like a guy that you have to try to feature at certain points in the game. I think that works really well too.
No, it definitely does, because I think that was the Saints' biggest problem last year. They didn't have a real number one receiver, and so you're matching up your number 3 and your number 2 corner receivers against every team's number 1 and number 2 corner, and it's just too hard to get separation time and time again. So getting Olave for the Saints, I think that definitely helps this offense out a ton. Now you kind of try to minimize Kamara's suspension. Now you can cook a little something.
Well,
there.
and the other deal is like Mike Thomas has been so cranky. Like maybe he's happy now if you can bring his buddy in. I'm just trying to find things here that seems to be sensible, that he'd be like, okay, I got another Ohio State guy. Let's go play.
Hell, you could create the alumni chapter at this point.
I mean, it's been amazing, but look,
no,
Bengals are trying the same deal.
They don't like the Saints, or the LSU. Sorry,
Yeah,
okay. They
speaking
don't
of
get
that,
LSU. Whatever. Okay, they trust Ohio State.
Do you think there's a conspiracy where they're purposely, and I said I don't think it's true, but they're purposely not taking LSU players?
No.
I mean, look, I don't put anything past NFL teams, Hilly. You know
But
that.
you just think about it. Like, think about from like the
And
Nick
I tell you
Saban
what,
era, from
yeah,
Nick Saban era to now.
I tell you
like
what,
a first-round pick,
they move the Bengals game from New Orleans to London, then I'm all over it.
They want to keep me out, baby.
I am
They're
all
trying to keep
over
me
it.
out of the dome.
Yeah.
Who dey?
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest with you, I got no Saints nothing pre-draft.
Safety or receiver, safety or receiver, safety or receiver.
They go Kyle Hamilton. Gotta go Kyle Hamilton.
Nope.
No, they want Jameson.
Jameson. They want receiver.
He's such
There
a
you
stud.
He is.
There we go.
I mean, another
Okay.
Ohio State guy that
I would not be
ends up
happy
at
if I
Bama.
was saying that'd be that fake smell, like an avocado. Thanks. Like
I'm going to Detroit. Oh, Christ be the King. I'm going to Detroit.
Man.
It's brutal, man. You get to get passes thrown from Jared Goff now. Oh man. At least he's an
that is
Alabama
a
kid.
serious run on wide receivers. That is
Oh
something
yeah,
else.
that's how it happens, man. It's how it happens every time. 'Cause
Okay. So, hear me out. What if Hamilton is still there at the Saints? I mean, 19 is
I just can't
it's
say
a stretch.
That would blow my.
I'll tell you
entire mind.
what I'm looking at for the Saints right now as I start to look is defensive tackle.
Jordan Davis.
Or the other one from Georgia who I saw
Wait,
today.
Philadelphia traded up. Oh, Philly traded up to 13.
I see that.
Interesting.
They can take Jalen Rieger again.
Oh God. Their GM has
Not
gotten
Jets
trolled.
Jefferson.
Hey, their GM has gotten trolled so much for that in the past year. I mean, I think it's deservingly so. I mean, you got an all-pro receiver.
That's just part of it.
Yeah, you take the TCU product.
That wide receiver room at Ohio State
They were unreal.
needs to go in the conversation with Chase and Jefferson and Marshall, and then in the Devontae Smith,
Yeah,
Jerry
Alabama,
Jeudy,
yeah.
Ruggs, and
Waddle.
Waddle. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just nuts.
Yeah, they had him.
Olave, Wilson, Williams, just freaks everywhere.
Yeah, it's unreal.
Everywhere.
They didn't have a receiver come out the year before. No, I don't think they did. Did they have one come out last year?
I'm
I don't
sure,
think so.
but I
I'm
can't
sure they
remember.
probably did. They recruit themselves off.
I want to give a shout out to Don Juan Cigar Bar for hosting us. This is my first time here, honestly, and it is unique here in Baton Rouge. I've not been anywhere quite like this. It's a really cool vibe, really cool environment, and of course Rouse's for letting us do this as well. Festive environment in here with the Pels in the fourth quarter. Saints making waves. It's been a fun time here. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with us on YouTube too. The Eagles pick is in. They were looking at wide receivers. The whole thing loses its merit to me when Jalen Hurts is your quarterback. I can't take you seriously with Jalen Hurts playing quarterback.
I could see them
Ooh,
going,
I don't know. I'm not going to go down that.
I could see them
about
going
that.
Traylon Burks here. What do you think, Hester? You think
Traylon Burks.
Think Burks could go right here to Philly?
They need a receiver bad. And if they saw the run
Smith.
and they're like, guys, we can't wait. We can't wait any longer. We might have thought Burks was going to be there at 20, but because of the run, we need one. I mean, it might be a reach.
You got to think
yeah.
Traylon Burks and his agent are licking their chops seeing all these guys fly off the board.
Without question. Without question.
Oh yeah.
He went from coming in thinking he was going to be 25th to maybe 13th.
Because we were talking about this on Hutton Hill. Now, if you have, let's say you only have 4 first-round grade receivers, tells me it's going crazy right now.
BI.
95
ball. If you only have 4 first-round grade receivers on your board and 3 go off the board, guess what happens? You got to trade up to get that 4th guy.
In my opinion, there's 4 receivers that are starters left in this draft. 2 maybe game changers, and Traylon Burks and Jahan Dotson from Penn State.
Yeah.
I'm a big believer in John Mechie.
Yeah.
You got injured. I've seen John Mechie dominate the SEC. He's still available. George Pickens.
He's so interesting to me.
I need to see more from George Pickens.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to. He's going to have
to
go to a proven quarterback situation. I don't think he can go to a place with a quarterback.
No, Hester, we talked about him today. He jumps off the screen at me in individual. If you were to put his highlight reel together, it's freakish. And then you realize, okay, well, he's a knucklehead off the field. They can't keep him happy.
Well,
he's missing a bunch of games.
The highlight tape's great, but it's 7 plays.
Exactly. Well, exactly.
Those 7 plays are incredible.
Oh, yeah, he's high pointing the ball.
Incredible, but it's 7 plays.
Our discussion was like, okay, if the Saints don't get a quarterback in round 1, like, are you okay if Pickens is there in round 2? Wandale Robinson from Kentucky, like later. And we don't have to talk about that anymore because
he got
Olave. But like that was the discussion.
Jose Alvarado and 1. Dude, man, there's something, and maybe it's because I'm a Charlie Hustle too, man. There's something about a guy like that.
Oh yeah,
you think T-Bob's on his best behavior right now?
T-Bob is security saying, Mr. Bobby, if you could please just chill out a little bit.
If I was going to give a baseball reference, I would say he gives me that Dustin Pedroia vibe.
Yeah.
Where he's like the smallest guy.
Let me tell you
up
something.
to the park. You know he's going to come to work. You know he's going to bring his lunch.
Dustin Pedroia is the most competitive human being I think I've ever been around. I was training out at API, and they had a ping pong table.
Yeah.
And all the Rays and Red Sox were there as well. We're having fun. Everybody's playing ping pong. My wife actually beat Matt Ryan in ping pong, smoked him.
Good luck with that, Colts.
And so
there we go.
He's on the table, right? And there was this 13-year-old female tennis prodigy, right? Tennis prodigy. She was kind of running the table too. Pedroia's like, how many of you won in a row? 7? That ends now. He's spiking it on this 13-year-old. He's talking trash. He's like, not today.
Oh man,
he's like one of those guys.
You're going to step to the table. You better be.
Look, Jose has that same fire. He'll pick up Chris the second he steps on the court. Full court. He doesn't care. Yeah. He's going to pick him up. And that's what they need right now. It's a great game right now.
My wife just texted, is our pick good? I said, very good.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's a great pick. You feel good about that pick.
Interesting this is.
Did that first pick shock you?
No, I mean, it would have shocked me 2 months ago, but then when the whole thing flipped, I mean, those NFL guys, like, they know. I can't figure out why anyone would tell Adam Schefter or tell Todd McShay or tell Mel
It's the
Kiper
agents.
anything.
It's the
well,
agents.
what do they get out of telling him that?
I don't know. It's the agent because I told you what happened to me. Like, I hadn't even signed the paper yet, and it's on the ticker. Like, it's unreal. It's like I'm on a free agent visit, and I don't even have my contract signed. It's on the ticker already. I'm like, oh, all right, it's the agents. It's the agents. I was like, yeah, I'm going to sign. Then next thing you know, it's out there. So I'm sure the agent's like, yeah, we're going to take your guy. And then, boom, it's everywhere. Just like Mike Thomas he's tweeting, teaming up with Olave. Like, it has to be the agents, man. Olave's agent must have told him, like, dude, you're going to the Saints.
I mean, I told you
the Eagles went up 2 spots.
Yeah.
Aiden Hutchinson's agent yesterday told me Walker's going to be the pick. He told us on air. I mean, he's going to be the pick. He's like, man, it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, and then you normally know, like, we all knew Joe was going to go number 1. It wasn't like a big, secret. Like,
famously, when the Saints had the number 2 pick,
they
went ahead and the Texans signed their number 1 overall pick before the draft started.
As a Saints fan back then, when they said that Reggie Bush is going to the Saints,
that was
a great moment.
It was pandemonium. I was the biggest Reggie Bush fan.
And Mario Williams is a stud.
Yeah, but
potential
Reggie,
Hall of Fame type of guy.
Reggie,
but
man.
Reggie for
honestly,
that time for the Saints.
I think he would have got screwed if he went to the Texans. I think going to Sean Payton, like, he got the most out of him.
It was great for the Saints, too.
Yeah,
They needed a name like that.
Yeah, 100%.
No, I just don't know when my day is going to come where I'm going to put on shoulder pads and a full Eagles jersey, paint my face, and go Mohawk for the draft. Like, when the draft is over, like, what do you do after that? Like,
I don't know.
do you go to the bar, like, in your shoulder pads?
And then what do you
or
do?
Are you,
What if you
is
do,
the
like,
night over? Like, I don't know.
What if you do when you
What's
do
up, man?
all that and your team just drafts someone absolutely terrible?
Well, I mean, you're going to think he's a stud. Did y'all, Hester, did you see the montage of Jets picks on Twitter today?
I have not.
It was so funny. There's Jets fans sitting there, and you hear it's the old commissioner back when it was a far less big a deal, and it was a smaller crowd. And he goes, with their first-round pick, the Jets select fullbacks, and then some guy screams, "Oh, no!" Like, screams from the outside.
Oh, no. Hey, y'all need to chill out with all that fullback hate. I don't know what
And
y'all
the
are
whole
talking
Jets
about.
crew is chanting, "We want Sapp. We want Sapp." And they took a tight end, and the whole place just started booing.
Oh, man.
It's
All
a
right.
classic
That was funny when they did
Somebody
that with Porzingis.
sent
Knicks.
this to me. I'm trying to find it. Okay, so the last fullback drafted in the top 15 was James Jones out of Florida State. Round 1, outside of that, William Floyd. Remember him?
Where
William
did Peyton
Floyd?
Hillis go? Second round?
No, he's 7th.
7th? He
Second
slid that
round.
far?
The last
He was
time
on the Madden cover.
a
Jeez.
second round fullback, Rob Conrad.
I remember
Okay.
Rob Conrad.
What was
The last time a
All-Star?
round 3 fullback, your boy, right here. Last time a fullback in round 3. There hasn't been one taken in the top 3 rounds since 2008. The top 2 rounds since 1999.
Jeez.
Yeah, well,
Where
So
was,
it's dead. Guys.
I don't see it happening anytime soon.
Hey, chill out.
Okay, Jordan. Big Jordan.
Oh, I was hoping. Jordan
Yeah,
Davis.
that's a large
Why
man.
is Kyle Hamilton sliding so far? That's the
He
biggest
ran
thing for
he
me.
ran a bad 40.
Yeah, that too.
I don't
That
care.
hurts.
Watch the tape.
I don't either, man. Come on, the guy can play football.
Look at how long his arms are.
how fast
plays
is he
the
in
ball.
pads? I don't care how fast he is in his underwear.
Does he play fast too? Does he
Yeah,
react
do you
fast?
play fast? What's the intangibles?
I'd like to try to block Jordan Davis. I'd like to see how that
my
would
God.
go. Let me put some pads
He's
on real
freakish.
quick.
Yeah, good
Did he
luck.
run a 4.8 at the combine?
Yes, he ran faster than
Hamilton was a 4.59 at the combine, but yeah, Jordan Davis 4.8.
It's a freak.
That's just a freak of nature. When we had him at SEC Media Day, he had to duck to get into the room.
6'6", 341.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be fun chipping that guy.
No, you're not chipping him. He's chipping you.
Dude, I made that mistake with James Harrison. Oh my
I
God!
did too.
I had a knot in my arm for literally 2 weeks.
Yeah, I had to block
Literally,
him on,
like right here.
I had to block him on
knot in my
power.
arm. I go here, and he literally just held his weight there and just literally just flicked me with his elbow. And I was like, okay.
I remember having
is just stupid.
we ran trap against Baltimore, and I had Haloti Nada.
Oh God! Dude, Haloti was a freak.
I
The other thing about
slithered down
Haloti,
his body.
Watch Haloti do an agility ladder.
Oh yeah, he's a freak.
It's unreal.
Was Casey Hampton still at Pitt when you're
man.
in the league?
No, he was gone already.
Oh.
I had what's the name? Krugel?
Yeah, Paul Krugel.
Yeah, that's who I had.
Jordan Davis. They're going to have 3 D linemen go in the first round.
They're actually the
Oh,
Eagles.
nice hands, Alvarado. Phoenix 101, New Orleans 100.
To the rack.
Oh no!
Slot
Pass
City.
it. Pass that one. The Eagles D front's going to be pretty good though with him and Fletcher in the middle.
Yeah, Fletcher last year, I think he kind of came out and said last year signed a 1-year deal.
Oh yeah. It's a lot going on right now, people.
A lot going on. I'm telling you.
It's happening at Don Juan tonight.
I'm telling you, for somebody that's got ADD, this is a bad environment.
It's a lot going
Just
on.
imagine if my boy T-Bob was here.
Oh God, he wouldn't be able to handle it. There's no way he could do draft and Pels at the same time.
No, he couldn't. He couldn't do it.
Not with the Pels on. Any other game on, he'd be all right.
Man, that was some rough tape. Usually it's a highlight. Now they're showing inconsistent pass rush effort. He's not even moving. That right there was Quentin Copel's every snap of the Independence Bowl when he came out of the draft. He ended up being like a top 8 pick or whatever.
Yeah.
But he was in the Indy Bowl for North Carolina, and the
Just didn't
dude
care.
didn't break a sweat. I mean, just did not.
Hey.
We started watching him on every snap. It was amazing. It was like, why is he even out there?
He didn't appreciate the 3-1 great.
He opted out pre-opt-out.
Yeah.
That was it. He opted out of giving a riff about the eyeball.
Oh man.
Come on,
They got a lid on the basket right now.
I don't like the
Pels.
Pels' chances with Chris Paul when you're in a tight game
And
late.
look, they got Devin Booker back out there.
No, I didn't even realize
Yeah,
that.
Booker.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
he's
a
you
fair
know
play.
he's been a little rusty. That's just
Yeah,
been rusty.
yeah.
A little rusty right there.
The Ravens.
They're not going to take a safety. They just signed Marcus.
Yeah, they did. Marcus Williams.
Yeah, they just signed Marcus, so I don't think Hamilton.
Oh,
I mean, that's
come
why
on.
Houston may have traded down. I don't think he gets past Houston. I don't know how Houston doesn't take Kyle Hamilton. I just don't know how they don't.
Here goes Chris Paul getting to literally berate the official if he wants to. And again, I know you earned that. I know you built up equity to be able to do that. But come on.
I'd like
Look,
to watch.
I'm not trying to compare these two players, but Tom's first 15-yard penalty was this season. I find that hard to believe.
Yeah.
It's much barking that he's done to the referees.
I'd like to watch Tabab try to guard CP after all those beverages on the courtside seats.
Oh man.
Let's watch T-Bob break down in a stance, sit down in a chair, and play some defense on CP.
T-Bob looked pretty athletic jumping off his back the other day.
That's not easy. At
Yeah.
280?
Yeah, he looked pretty impressive.
Okay, Tabab.
I'm sure
There's Kyle Hamilton
I'm sure
right
the
there.
alcohol helped with that.
Looks like a cranky dude.
Yeah.
Alcohol's a hell of a thing.
Dude, you just see the millions flying away by the second. I don't
Yeah.
think anyone was worse than my boy Brady Quinn. He looked just
That was
like
a sad scene.
He was just.
Aaron
Why
Rodgers
is
is
Matt
bad,
Corral?
too.
Aaron was bad. Aaron
Why
was
is Matt Corral at the draft?
Aaron made up for
I
it.
have no
Brady.
idea.
Hey, Aaron made up for it. Brady didn't.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Why is Matt Corral at the draft?
I mean, this is a
Close
position.
to home?
Position. I think only position. That's why.
Yeah, look, Matt Corral's a good football player, but
He is a really good football player. He's
there's
not
not been
getting
a
picked
quarterback
tonight.
taken, yeah.
And, go to the blackjack table.
Yeah.
Just get out.
Yeah, exactly.
They got blackjack switch
Sure,
in
it's a
Vegas,
good
which is my jam.
I couldn't imagine being in that room for the whole first round and just take the suit off. Like if you got a day 2 suit, like you gotta have a backup.
Oh, the
like,
backup suit.
You better have a backup
You
suit.
better
If you show up like Willie Lump Lump in the same suit, you can't do that.
You gotta bring your sad boy suit.
Oh man.
Sad boy day 2 suit.
All right, to reset a little bit, of course, this is the 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge Draft Companion Show / Pelicans Watch Party. Thanks to Rouse's Market, and of course, we're here at Don Juan as well. As you can tell, if you're listening, you're like, wait a minute, you're talking about two sports at one time. We've got minutes left in the Pels game. Obviously, it's a one-possession game. We got the Saints moving up, taking the player that we all wanted them to take as well, and still have another pick coming up in 5 picks.
I'm starting to kind of narrow in on that. The mocks that I saw today, a couple of them had defensive tackle there. It wasn't Jordan Davis.
There's still good tackles in this draft, though.
But Penig's still there, and that was always there's Kyle
They
Hamilton.
went safety.
The Ravens are ballers.
They double up on safeties. They just went best available.
They did. They just went best available.
Yeah,
They do,
just
and they
go best
all.
available.
Hilly, you know this better than I, being in the North. Why does every Raven look like a baller in his uniform?
Oh, dude, they're
Who's
unreal.
tailoring these jerseys?
Yeah, they're unreal, dude. It's unreal. They draft well, man. And I think they, a lot of teams you hear about the Patriot way, the Raven way. They just find guys that fit their system, and guys go in that building. They know what's asked of them every day, and I think Kyle's going to fit in there. Like everything you hear about him being a leader at Notre Dame and the baller that he is on the field, he's going to step right in there to Baltimore and fit right in and be a playmaker.
6'5", 220, and
now
he can
you got
move.
two rangy safeties. You got a 6'3.5" safety in Marcus Williams. Now you got a 6'3.5" safety in
Look at
Kyle
that.
Hamilton. Yeah, the Ravens, man. And then they got to make a decision on Lamar, so you got to go right now. They got to go right now. I like this pick for the Ravens.
I do too. Texans didn't waste any time. Their pick's already in.
Yeah. Who do they go, though?
Jermaine
Jackson
Johnson.
Hill?
Jermaine Johnson.
Oh, the rusher.
They need
Rusher.
an end. They need an
Edge
end.
rusher.
They need everything.
Yeah. They could go Penning. You're right. They need everything. They could go Penning.
Man, if the
That's a
Saints could
great
get
fit.
Penning, that'd be
Yeah. I mean, they're coming up, 3 more picks?
Yeah. If the Pels win this, I'm getting a Jose Alvarado jersey.
There you go. Little Jose.
Y'all need to start doing a Thursday morning called Jersey Day. Start get that thing sold.
We do Friday jerseys on OTB.
Well,
Yeah.
all I knew was champagne shenanigans.
Yeah. That also happens as well. That happens as well.
CP just Just
pass.
too good.
He's so savvy, man.
Too good.
He is so
Where
savvy.
is that in Vegas?
It doesn't look like nowhere near
No,
the
it doesn't
Strip.
at
No,
all.
it looks like Convention Center.
I got to be real honest. I just don't think you're going to find me in the middle of 70,000 people staring at a stage watching the draft.
Hunt, that surprises nobody here at Don Juan's.
I just don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, and man, you got to love your team.
I mean, I'm going to be in there, with a bajillion people watching Garth Brooks on Saturday. I don't think it's going to be the draft.
I'm going to be there too. It's going to be a
scene.
It's going to be interesting.
I can't wait.
It's going to be a parking lot everywhere in Baton Rouge, but I'm here for it.
Are people tailgating for this Garth Brooks?
Oh yeah. Guys, I got to stand up. I can't see.
You can stand up. We can handle it from here.
Down 2. Pell's down 2,
No.
a minute and a half.
Oh,
great.
Mikhail.
Oh,
Rip
great.
and run out.
Mikhail Bridges, of
I
all people, I
predicted
really
this,
don't want
huh?
to have to see him
I
celebrate.
knew this sad day would come for you poor Pels fans.
Yeah, well, it came for the Lakers much sooner.
Yeah, like January.
Yeah.
Look, man, all of our players deserve to have their AARP cards already.
108, 104.
So look,
Mikhail
we can't
Bridges. What are we
Yeah,
doing?
he was top 3 for Defensive Player of the Year this year, man. You got to respect Mikhail.
Yeah, he also looks like he sells computers. Good
What on
God.
earth? Oh, snaps.
Yeah, he plays everywhere.
I
pretty
thought
much.
that said start, so wait a second.
no. He
That's
plays
not quite right.
He plays everywhere. Oh, what's good, brother? How you doing? You good?
Best available, Daxton Hill. McDuffie on the corner.
League. I don't think any of these quarterbacks, man. I think that ship is.
No,
maybe
I
Pittsburgh.
think both are going to go. We talked about it today. Two teams are not going to be able to help themselves, and they're going to go up there and take mediocre quarterbacks, a first-round pick, and give up assets for them.
It's insane.
Look, it's also the Texans. They could surprise us here and make an awful pick. And they made it.
Kenyon Green.
Wow.
Who?
Kenyon Green's a good football
He
player.
can stay in his apartment.
He's a
College
good,
Station.
He's a good football player. Kenyon Green really is. He struggled this year, though. His first couple of years in A&M, he was really good. He played everywhere this year.
He has played everywhere.
He played everywhere.
He's
And
a
a lot of that's because A&M's offensive line was bad, but
15 overall is where I get a little. It's a little
For a
high,
guard?
man. Yeah, man. Unless it's Zach Martin or Quentin Nelson, I'm not taking a guard.
Both
that
on
high.
one team.
Kenyon Martin was the end of the first round feel.
Yeah, I think you can get him high second round. But hey, man, if he plays well, then this looks like a great pick. But I just don't see it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out.
I think the clock's running out
Lid's closing on the Pels right now.
on the bad news birds.
Oh, boy. Well, at least T-Ball will be there in the morning.
Oh, goodness. Neil, is that you? Sorry. Looked like he just pancaked Neil Farrell.
Oh, I wasn't looking up.
Yeah.
A lot of Isaiah Spiller highlights here.
Oh, yeah.
Got to get your draft pick on your cell phone video.
Yeah.
There's like
Selfie.
20 people doing it, man. Just
Get the
enjoy
selfie, man.
Just enjoy the moment.
Get the selfie, baby.
Got to.
God. Chris Paul.
So savvy,
Oh,
man.
Chris Paul's already making the foul face. You got to challenge that. He's making the foul face before he even got touched. Willie,
There
why,
we go, Chris.
why are you not challenging
Savvy vet, baby.
that? No,
part of
savvy vet, or like just play basketball and don't make the
Dude, Chris,
agonizing soccer face before you get touched.
You see, the guys from Pardon My Take on Barstool did a mock draft today. Like, and it was just a total parody. And they did, like, for the Lions, they had an actual lion. For the Packers, it was someone else we can blame postseason losses on. And for the Commanders, it was a new owner.
Oh, my goodness.
You got to make it.
And one. Give you a chance.
It's not over.
Look, obviously we can't hear the audio. I don't know if Willie Green used his challenge already, but if you don't challenge there, then you've already used it.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah, that could have been an offensive foul for sure.
Yeah.
Man, it's buzzing in Don Juan's, man. I'll tell y'all that. Good atmosphere tonight.
All right, Larry. 70% free throw shooter, 4 for 4 tonight. Oh, boy. 3-point game. Now you don't have to foul.
Don't foul.
Now you don't have to foul.
Chris Paul's going to run the entire
All right,
clock out,
First draft choice for the now Washington Commanders.
Oh, man. I don't think it's going to be a new owner.
What's harder to say, Commanders or Guardians in baseball?
I'll get there with both.
Commanders.
Commanders?
Yeah.
I liked Washington football team a lot,
No, that was
actually.
so dumb.
CP. So
Bucket?
good, man. Yeah, CP bucket, mid-range pull-up. It's just too tough. Don't take a 3. There you go. Take the 2. There you go.
That's smart.
Not foul.
Or if you do foul,
You have to foul right here.
All
Put a
right,
foul
all
in.
right, are we still thinking tackle for the Saints here? I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, if Penning's available at 19, yeah.
Yeah, tackle for sure.
at this point, that's,
Well, let's see. Let's go
I
to
don't know
best
if I would say
available.
likely as much as I would say very possible.
All right, so let's reset this. If we're talking best available, let's go to the top 10 on ESPN.com.
Well,
Jermaine Johnson, edge rusher, Florida State. Trent McDuffie, corner out of Washington. Trevor Penning, tackle out of Northern Iowa. Daxton Hill, who they've been linked to a lot, out of Michigan, the safety. N'Kobe Dean, linebacker, Georgia. Devin Lloyd, Utah, inside linebacker. Malik Willis.
Honestly, probably
Devontae,
would go Devin Lloyd. I would love Devin Lloyd with Demario Davis in that defense.
Devontae Wyatt, the
That's the
defensive
one
tackle
I
out
was
of
talking
Georgia.
about.
Yeah.
That's who they had him mocked there.
Yeah.
Because
I wouldn't mind Lloyd, though.
Because both your
Lloyd,
guys
because he
in the
played at
interior-
Utah, very undervalued.
Both the guys you got a defensive tackle have 1 year left on their deal.
Well, Anyamata.
Yep.
Yeah, I would go D tackle or middle linebacker. I like Dean or Lloyd there, or Penning. Look at Chris Paul.
See, I respect like a player like a Chris Paul, but it's just the mentality that I had.
Of course.
I can't deal with that.
Of course, man.
I can't
That's why
deal with
I
that.
got
It's just the NBA now, man. You tap LeBron on the shoulder, he's got to roll 30 times like he's Neymar.
Yeah, it is.
It's just how it is, you know.
But
That's what they
like
do.
as a competitor, man, that just bothers me.
Yeah.
Like if it's a foul, it's a foul.
Yeah.
Don't sell it before they touch you.
You're my man.
Oh, I'll
Chuck
take
B.
one. I'll take one.
All right, Devin Booker, I need you to miss a couple free throws here, bud.
Ravens traded Marquise Brown to the Cardinals for the 23rd pick.
Hollywood Brown, huh? For the 23rd pick. Okay.
Wait, who did that?
Hollywood
Ravens
Brown.
sent him
To the Cardinals. They're
Yeah.
trying to get Kyler some weapons. He's not gonna be happy till he gets paid.
In
though.
that Barstool draft, they gave Kyler like foot lift or something to make
Oh,
him taller.
goodness.
Oh, come on.
It was a great.
Oh,
It was a
goodness.
great concept.
Oh man.
Both the Saints picks were wide receivers the Eagles should have taken.
Oh my God. That's mad. Book.
God.
I'm not missing those, man. It's icy.
God, I hate that.
Yeah, we said this, huh? Just not enough firepower.
I hated that
I thought they'd get it to 7.
Oscar
at least, though.
performances are gonna.
Commanders, the first pick in the history of the Commanders, Jahan
Jahan
Dotson,
Dotson. What a Commanders pick.
getting touchdowns.
Look,
Receiver.
good player out of Penn State. Auburn forgot to cover him multiple times. Smaller receiver. When you look at who they've got,
You got Scary Terry.
yeah, okay, I guess.
Yeah. That's all I got, Terry McLaurin.
You don't have a quarterback.
No.
Yeah.
If Carson Wentz.
I know. You don't have a
Yeah,
quarterback.
you're right.
That ship sailed.
Yeah. They're in a tough spot. Where are your Chargers going? Your Chargers.
All right, guys,
are-
there's 2 people in Louisiana that care about this next pick. Me and Jackson Troy Hester. 2 people. 2 people, guys.
You think y'all go Wyatt here?
They need a tackle, too.
I liked Slater last year, man.
No, he's just they need a right tackle, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Slater ended up being one of the best draft choices.
Who
of
was
the
that
year.
actual? Was it Balaga or he's like done now?
He's done now.
He's done now.
They're going. If they go Penning, I'm going to catch flack from Saints fans tomorrow morning.
Yep.
Yeah, because they took the
Yeah.
pick.
God,
Yeah.
that's got to be so.
They do need an inside linebacker bad. They got
So
Kenneth
Lloyd
Murray
or
from
Dean?
Oklahoma.
He missed the game.
He
The
just-
semi-game against LSU. He was a tackle machine in college.
He's a good tackler,
slow.
but just avoids blocks too much in the NFL. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's
And
more
you
of a
do that.
third down
you-
linebacker.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Avoids blocks like we were talking about.
Let me
James
tell you
Harrison.
something.
Was he big on avoiding blocks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they take and it'd be a reach to some people. If they take N'Kobe Dean or Devin Lloyd here, your boy's going to be pretty happy.
I mean, that pick got in quick. They must like who they picked.
Please take N'Kobe Dean right here.
How miserable is the Saints war room right now?
If they take Penny,
they're 12 minutes from getting somebody they want. You just got to sweat it.
You know what someone else will tell them? Well, if you want them that bad, trade up and get them.
Yeah, well, I know.
But see, I like what they did for Olave, so I think he's staying pat.
Chargers wasted no time. This has been a quick draft. They're moving.
Yeah, Penny. There you go, Penny.
Looks like it.
No, Zion Johnson.
Wow.
He went guard.
Okay. Protect Herbert. I don't know what to cheer for right now if I'm a Pels fan. Down 5 at 13.
Jay Crowder just did the old Hulk Hogan to the crowd.
Look, myself with the fashion sense of a 66-year-old man, I think my guy Zion looks great tonight.
Oh, yeah. No, dude.
Comparatively speaking, with a lot of what's going on, we're wearing I can't quite get on Sauce Gardner for wearing the sauce on the chain. But, Jordan Davis with the red stripe across the suit.
Yeah. You're going to see some guys go out there. They're going to venture out and go out there. They got the sparkly shoes on.
It was a need for the Chargers. Anytime you take a guard, not going to be the sexiest pick, right? It is a need for him for sure.
Yeah. Well, if you've got a really good quarterback, then do it. The Saints did that for years.
I thought they really loved Trey, and then they got rid of Trey last year.
Yeah.
And I guess they had to go back to guard again this year. So hopefully they
What's the worst case scenario for the Saints here if the Titans take Penning?
I don't think they're going to go O-line.
The Titans are pretty solid in tackle.
They're probably pretty solid at O-line.
Dude, if you get Penning and Olave,
that's. We talked about. I said it today. I was like, sometimes the most obvious picks that you need, you just go with those picks. So if they go Penning next pick, that would be great for the Saints. Tough, man. It's tough for the Pels, man. Pels fought hard. Great season.
Yeah, Jay Crowder, you're still like Jay Crowder, so.
God damn it. How we doing, guys?
Awesome, man. Ready to see the Saints pick, man. Saints rolling up here pretty soon.
What's up, y'all? Let's give a big round of applause to the fucking Pelicans. What a year. Kidding me? And how about the Lakers giving us their top 10 pick?
Boo. Boo.
All right, we can do the first raffle. All right, this will be some consolation. The Saints are about to pick, and we're about to draw the first raffle drawing. We're drawing for the first basket. All right, get your blue raffle tickets. Here we go. The first gift basket. That's one. We good. It just says UA or LA. LA 336-740-5300. I just gave out your number online with a lot of people watching. They're probably gonna call you. 336-740-5300. You here? Do you have to be here to win? Hey, Britt. Hand her that, please. All right, congratulations to LA. Not the Lakers.
We'll be back.
Hey, no, you're right.
Did we lose earlier today? My Yanks, man. Y'all see if we lost. Played at 12 earlier.
Oh, yeah, you're both Yankee fans. I forgot. Yeah.
All right, so what's up, everybody? If y'all are here in Don Juan, shout out. We're doing a live companion show for the draft. Bummer that the Pellies lost, but a hell of a good night. There you go. You want it? What, are you giving it to me? Oh, hell, well, you handed it to me. Like, oh, I'll take it. I'll take the cigars and the wine and everything else good in there. All right, what does everybody think about those
CP3
Saints?
was 14 of 14, by the way.
From the floor?
14 of 14.
You sure that wasn't free throw?
No, it said field goals.
Yeah, CP, man.
Look, and the guy knows how to act. You got to do what you got to do. I get it.
I think it's a great effort by the Pels, but look, they're the 1 seed. That would have been a tall task to take down the 1 seed, Tall task.
BI 21 points tonight. McCollum 16.
Not enough.
7 to 16 from the floor. We talked about it before the game.
Yeah, not enough.
You needed more from your stars, man. And they got it, bro.
Be nice if that guy named Zion was playing. I don't know. I don't know if you heard of that guy before.
Dude, Chris Paul, 14 of 14 from the floor, 4 of 4 from free throw, 33 points. He was plus 17 on the night.
Is that good?
They didn't.
Fuck.
Oh, God.
He looked better in a Hornets uniform.
Man.
All right.
Saints
All right,
were-
look.
The Titans pick is
Here's
in.
the deal,
All
okay?
right.
As bad as we are about the Pelicans,
Yeah.
if the Saints get Olave and Penning in the same draft,
All right, so Titans are up at 18 here. What do we think Titans are doing, guys? Y'all, I'm sorry I just jumped in. Did y'all
I
talk
think
about
they
it?
got to go receiver here.
Titans need receiver, tight end. Reach would be a tight end.
I think they got to go receiver.
They
Their
need an
D-line's
outside
pretty-
backer,
Actually,
not
I
a
would-
great outside backer class.
I think they could go corner too, but I
They
don't know if
could.
there's any corners that they really feel great about right here. McDuffie maybe.
Trent McDuffie from Washington at this spot would be some value for sure.
Yeah, I think maybe McDuffie.
They could go Jermaine. They could go Jermaine Johnson, but McDuffie makes more sense. Just don't take Penning. Basically, is what we're saying to you.
They're not.
And if the Saints get
They're
Jackson Hill, Penning, or even you get Devontae Wyatt at that
any
spot
D
too.
tackle.
Y'all
Yeah.
think there's any big surprises so far? I'm sorry I jumped in, I know, but like, is Kenyon Green from A&M going 15? Is that a surprise?
Yeah, I mean he
That
was
was-
into the first round guy.
Yeah.
That was my biggest one so far. That was the only one that kind of shot. Kyle Hamilton slid a little bit for me, but I think other than that, I think that's probably the biggest one.
And if you're Washington, of course, the Saints moved into their spot to take Olave. Washington still got a receiver in Jahan Dotson, who's that's some really good receivers.
I saw Dotson like a lot of Saints mocks had Dotson at 19.
yeah.
You know.
I mean, I am super surprised. I don't know what Tennessee's looking to do here. I mean, the thought was the Chargers at 17 were going to look at Penning, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that the Chargers needed O-line.
Yeah, they need right tackle.
The fact that Penning's still on the board, I mean, we're about to find out if the Saints believe. I mean, I wouldn't have thought the Saints would have had an opportunity to get Olave and Penning the way they did, because I thought they'd have to go Penning 16, Olave 19. But this is how it had to happen to get the two guys that I think most of us wanted them to get. If this isn't Penning,
There's a real chance where the Titans go here, the Saints get multiple guys they like in the next pick. I mean, there's 3 guys that they like.
Yeah. I think the beautiful thing about the Saints is not having to give up number 19 first-round pick.
Hell yeah.
And still being able to have 2 first-round picks this year.
Look at the asshole in the Titan Spider-Man outfit. I'd kick my own ass. Show up at a public event in a Titan Spider-Man outfit.
Where do you get that? Where do you get a Titan Spider-Man outfit?
They went
Take
receiver.
him.
Traylon Burks,
They
yeah.
went receiver.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
dude, I got nothing on Traylon Burks. I got nothing for him. I mean,
I think he's a big good player.
big body guy, but slow. I mean, I will be stunned if we look back and see Traylon Burks as a stud. I mean,
I don't know. You cut that Alabama game on, he had a big day. I don't know. I think he can. If I love what the Titans had at quarterback, I could see him probably having more success. But they're gonna be trying to run the ball with King Henry.
To Matt's point, and he is 6'2", 225, but he's a 4.55 guy.
well, and let me rephrase a little bit too. I've looked at Traylon Burks so much through the Saints lens. I didn't want the Saints taking Traylon Burks because you got Mike Thomas, and he's too much like Mike Thomas. The Saints need a guy that was a stretch the field. That's why Olave or one of the John Dotson, like that's what that was appealing.
Yeah.
You know, the guy who was Devery, who was Brandon Cooks, who was Ted Ginn. The Saints haven't had that since they traded Cooks.
Yeah.
So I mean, you get a guy in Olave, you've got that now. You got the guy that can stretch the defense, and you got Mike Thomas underneath. I love it. I think he's too much like the role
like
Mike
Michael
Thomas
Thomas,
plays.
yeah,
I mean, this doesn't say you can't have both those guys in an offense, but give me 2 guys that have a different skill set.
I think Olave has the potential to be a number 1 receiver. I just think he's
I
that
agree.
good.
Oh,
I think
I
he's
agree.
that good. I don't know the same about Burks.
All right, so is this Trevor Penning?
It has to be offensive line right here.
You've got tackles and defensive tackles, so offense and defensive tackles that you feel really good about that are still available.
So Jordan Davis already came off the board.
Yeah.
What about the Wyatt from?
Wyatt's still there. I wouldn't
Dude,
be upset
stud.
with Wyatt at
Stud.
all.
I mean, are you thinking more on Wyatt, or are you thinking more Trevor Penning? I'm thinking this has got to be Trevor Penning. You have a chance to take an offensive tackle.
I'm biased on Penning because I saw him in person, I think. Like, for me, seeing him in person, seeing him in Mobile, seeing him talk trash, seeing him dominate Ohio State rushers, Oklahoma rushers.
I didn't, and I wanted to take him.
Right.
Yeah, I think they got to go Penning or Wyatt here.
Man, you get Penning and Olave. I know I've said it. That's.
All right, everybody in Don Juan, y'all want the Saints to take Trevor Penning? Shit, ain't nobody said shit.
Hey, if you think everybody knows who the Northern Iowa tackle is,
everybody,
doing a deep dive.
If you're here for a draft party, you're here for the draft party. You know who Trevor Penning is by this point, right?
I hope so.
You made a cross, I would say.
Because if you don't, that means you didn't listen to any of our shows.
Hey, you think you can get you tight with Trevor Penning?
Yeah.
You tight with him? You think you can get him on the stream? Shoot him
Tonight might be a little
tough.
tough.
Let's get him, bro.
I can maybe get him down the road in a couple weeks.
Bro.
Maybe a week. I can get him next week.
I mean, like right now, dog.
Yeah, like right now, he's probably celebrating with the
probably
family.
got a nice.
All right, pick is in. By the way, still no quarterbacks.
Hollywood Brown being traded is a pretty big deal.
I think Pittsburgh may be going.
A.J. Brown just got traded?
No.
A.J. Brown got traded
They
from the Titans to the Eagles?
That's why they took Traylon Burks.
Wow.
It was funny. Like ESPN just ran the comp for Traylon Burks was A.J. Brown.
Of course it was.
Wow.
Bro, I mean, they just traded. They traded the expensive guy for the inexpensive young guy.
They got a rookie quarterback on a rookie deal.
Well, I mean, A.J. Brown was on the rookie deal, but he was about to get paid, right?
Yeah, he's trying to get paid right now.
They don't want to pay him. They don't pay him $100 million.
Yeah.
All right.
God, man, A.J. Brown's a stud, though.
Kyle Milliken in the chat said Musso isn't old enough to drink. Muse?
Where's Stone? Musso?
Smoke? Yes.
Said Musso isn't old enough to drink. He said tell him at the bar. Jonathan Simmons, Musso is baked out of his mind back there.
Stone Musso.
Hey, Moose, how's the Tigers going to hit against Cannon tomorrow, or Saturday? How the Tigers going to hit Cannon on Saturday? He's going Saturday, right?
They're not.
Thanks for the honesty, Matt.
They're not. So win tomorrow with Mikhail on the mound and win game 3.
Yep.
Yeah. UGA does have the highest ERA in the conference, so just Cannon's pretty stubborn. Yeah.
Musso ain't got tobacco in his cigar. It's a bummer. Are we going to get this pick or what? Come on, Commish. Let's make this happen. Hey, shout out to everybody watching, man. Y'all smash that like button. I know it's sort of redundant, but only 41 likes on the YouTube stream. Smash that like button. If you're watching on mobile, just X out of live chat, hit the thumbs up, hit live chat again. You see the comments come right back.
I will say you're a little delayed. There's 89 likes on the YouTube chat, but we want to get more.
Oh, my bad.
Let's get 89 to at least 100.
Let me refresh.
Well, don't do that because our refresh is taking forever now.
Oh, yeah, and looking, we're at 246 watch. Yeah, no, we're at 110. Thank you. My bad. That was my bad. I refreshed. We're good. All right.
I hope Twitter's right.
Our good friend Hoot Palmario just let me know that Twitter.
The trusted Twitter. The Bob.
Yeah.
The Bob.
Oh, Bobby.
Poor Bob's, man.
T-Bob made it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, picks in. It's Trevor Penning.
Different
guys.
vibes for
Let's
T-Bob
go.
in the morning.
I love it, bro.
I love it, man.
I love it.
I'm with you, man.
Here we go. Here we go.
All right,
Saints
here we
coming
go.
up.
It's Penning. Hell of a day for the Saints.
Yeah!
Yeah, there we go. There you go.
All right.
There it is.
How about it?
Yeah. It looks like an offensive
Bro,
lineman.
the Saints got the guy they felt was the best receiver in the draft.
Yep.
And they got a big, nasty, donkey offensive lineman.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love this first round, bro. I love this. I absolutely love this. I couldn't be more excited. Like, if coming in, I wouldn't have projected it that they'd move up to 11, but if coming out of today, Olave and Trevor Penning, these are the two guys that I would have, pick them realistically. This is what I would have wanted. This is awesome.
Yeah, he's nasty. He has a mean streak to him, and that's what you're going to need, especially with Jameis Winston at quarterback. I think you're going to want to get the run game going and get that heavy play action. If you can find someone that can grade people like that, it's going to help this Saints offense out a ton.
He can play on the left side in the NFL.
Yeah.
I want him to
You
show
agree?
the Senior Bowl highlight. Yes, I do agree.
so?
I want him to show the Senior Bowl highlights. Because, look, whatever. This is great. This is FCS football. Show his Senior Bowl highlights when he's big boy in Ohio State, Oklahoma, those kind of rushers.
I'm down, bro. And the Saints have they maintained a 49th pick. They don't have a 3 or a 4 now, but you still got you're going to get 3 plays, and they can look at a safety tomorrow. You can look safety tomorrow and then address your other big needs. Safety,
Or you can just sign
defensive tackle.
Tyron.
Yeah, you can do that too. You can do that too.
See, I'd be down with that, man. It's just a cost.
Yeah.
Like it's what's it going to cost you to get? I mean, he's perfect. He is the perfect like box safety. He is what you need. I mean, I completely agree. But what does he want?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the big question. Still no quarterback. So is this going to be? You think this is Pickett to Pittsburgh?
Could be. Either one of them. I mean, what do you got? You got Mitchell Trubisky there? Mason Rudolph?
Rudolph, yeah.
All right, I'm going to hand the reins over to Mr. Palmer.
All right, Hilly.
All right, y'all.
Later, bro.
All right, Ez.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, yeah.
Big shout out. Big shout out, Jeremy Hill, everybody. LSU legend. Check out Hunting Hill weekdays, noon to 2. All right, Hoon Palmario, come on down. Hoon, Muse is coming in.
Hunt will come in for me. Hunt's my relief pitcher.
All right, Hoon, you're in.
The Saints are pretty good, yeah?
Yeah, hey, man.
Hey, Muse, what's going on, man?
Cold beer.
Cold beer, indeed. Muse, what you think so far, man?
Dude, I love the Saints picks. I really do. I mean, we went through it earlier today. I mean, we both wanted Olave. You got that.
Yeah.
We didn't think Penny would maybe be there at 19. He was. You snag him. I mean,
that's the bigger surprise there.
This had to be their plan, right? I mean, Mickey Loomis and Kai Hartley, they all in the draft war room. They got to be feeling themselves right now. The weed joke starting already?
Oh, yes.
Well, yeah, of course they are.
Chris Kelly's old enough to smoke weed. Is there someone behind us in a leopard shirt? Huh? No, we're good.
Oh, come on, Dallas. There you go. Hell yeah.
That's a closeout game there, Doc.
Yes, sir.
All right, Steelers pick is in. This could be the first quarterback of the night. Let's get some comments in here, man. Y'all fire away, questions, comments if you got. Fonz, do we go after a safety next or linebacker? Thoughts?
I think safety's the bigger need than linebacker.
Take him down a little bit, Jake. He's just you're good. No, yeah. You're just projecting more.
You had the sweet sounds and the jazz voice of Hilly earlier.
Yeah,
it's a change of voice. It's fine.
Look, if
safety
I've said this
need,
before,
yeah.
if Jalen Petry's on the board tomorrow for the Saints, I think they take him. Like I know they like Jalen Petry from Baylor.
Yeah.
He was an All-American, played for Dave Aranda, smart dude, smart defensive player, big physical safety, had like double-digit tackles for loss, so he could play in the box like Malcolm Jenkins did. If he's there, I'm totally good with that pick tomorrow.
Well, I mean, and they obviously like if you're talking linebacker, they obviously like Zach Bond a lot. I mean, he played a lot of good time for you this year and produced. So, I mean.
Pete Warner was a tackling machine this year.
Yeah, Pete Warner, Zach Bond, I mean, they like those guys.
Some of the people in the chat, y'all were saying you hear the echo. It's because we have house sound in right now. That's why you might be hearing a little bit of a speaker echo, that's all. By the way, we will be back here at Don Juan Cigar Bar on Clay, what day is the Derby? I don't remember. Whatever day the Kentucky Derby is, we're going to be back here. It's going to be a hell of a fun day. The 7th, thank you. It'll be a hell of a fun day. Best dress competition, best hat competition. T-Bob supposedly is going to show up wearing a horse. You know, like he's going to wear one of those things where you wrap it like a horse head here coming out of the pelvis area.
Oh, it's not one of the two people? The T-Bob needs to do one of the two-person one.
No, don't give him any ideas.
Oh, come on, that'd be
he's
so
trying to beat me the
good.
other half of the horse. I'm not doing
Hess,
that
you
shit.
got to be the other half of it, though.
Are you coming? You coming, Derby?
May 7th. Your boy's birthday's May 8th, so we're celebrating the birthday May 7th. So we'll see.
Okay.
That doesn't make any sense.
A little two-day celebration?
It's the day before your birthday.
Is it that big of a
Yeah,
birthday
it's
to have the
Sunday on the 8th.
2-day?
And I think it's Mother's Day, too, so.
That's complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is complicated.
Yeah.
Why'd they ditch the idea of having this in the lake and boating the players up to the stage? I'm still mad about that.
By the way, May 8th. Got it in there, bro.
Oh, look at you.
Look at that.
Nice.
Birthdays are important.
Yeah, they
Save
are.
birthdays in my phone. All right. Oh, look at Franco Harris.
Quarterback?
Yeah.
You think they're going to take Pickett?
I don't
Pickett
know
or
if it's
Willis?
Pickett.
Pickett or Willis?
I like Willis better.
Pickett or Willis?
I think they go Pickett. If the Steelers are going to take a quarterback, they're going to Pickett.
I agree.
I mean,
I agree with you that I like Willis better.
Yeah.
But I think the Steelers will take Kenny Pickett.
I mean, it's going to be about 15 minutes before we get the actual pick anyway.
In that Matt Canada offense, right?
Who?
Matt Canada. Ooh, spent a lot of time talking to that guy.
To that guy or about that guy?
Both.
Yeah, no.
Tell me about the jet sweep.
All right, let's see what we got.
All right, Franco.
Bro, I was so triggered. When
Kenny Pickett's from Pitt. I ain't thinking about that. He can stay in the same facility.
Exactly. That's
Yeah,
if they're taking a quarterback, they're taking
collegially
Pickett.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
there it
there it
is.
is.
Kenny
Wow.
Pickett. All right.
Dude, he still had
Hey, man. Like, that ain't that different from when he's all crying and shit.
It's a big day, man. It is a big day.
That is not a big dress. That's a little dress.
You work a long time to see that name come across that screen.
and he gets to stay home.
Gets to stay home.
Is he from Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, look,
Sounds good.
Dude, he played for the Panthers so long, the Pittsburgh Panthers.
You're
he
right.
He might as well be from
He's got
Pittsburgh.
residency
I mean,
there,
come on.
yes.
He might as well be from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, he's from New Ocean Township, New Jersey, is where he's from.
He
I don't know where that's at, but it might be close to
from a betting standpoint, he had the handle and he had the money and the bets still over Malik Willis.
Really?
To be the first quarterback taken?
Yeah.
All right, brother. Be good, man. Thank you for coming. All right.
Where's Malik Willis going, man?
Man, he was all the rage after the Senior Bowl, Hess. I mean, he was a top 10 pick after the Senior Bowl. Like a lock almost, they say.
He had a nice week, man.
Ultimate Warrior said, remember what Urban said about Joe Burrow. What did Urban say about Joe Burrow? I don't remember.
It's Urban. I don't know.
I don't know.
What's Herb doing these days?
Reagan Leschere got nervous with the trade. The pick was perfect. And drafting the best available offensive tackle on the board should rate them an A++ rating. I think the only question is, do you feel like Trevor Penning it was worthy of a first-round pick? At 19, I do.
Yeah, no brainer, honestly.
Day one starter?
Yeah.
Gotta be.
Okay. I mean, if you spend number 19 on him, you'd think, but I'm just. Hell, you never know.
And
you never know,
it
man. They
allows
spent a
you-
first-round pick on Cesar Ruiz.
But all right, here's the thing
Out of
about
position,
Ruiz.
though.
That's
Thank you.
okay. That's true. Guard and
Cesar
and
Ruiz,
tackle.
I
That's
would
fair.
still maintain if he played center would be a better NFL player. But Eric McCoy, you're not moving him.
No.
Like
That's why-
he's a
that's
dominant
why
You
it
spent a
didn't make
first-round pick
sense.
on him, too.
second-round pick.
Second round.
That was
pick.
you didn't have a
Right.
first
You didn't
rounder
have
that year.
first, yeah. Oh, shocker. The Patriots trade the pick.
Drink.
Oh, they traded back. Got it. I thought you were saying they traded up.
No. They always trade back.
No, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Their whole thing is accumulate picks.
Yeah.
It's worked for them.
Hell, I was a guy that got traded. Like, the Patriots had the 69th pick in 08, and they traded it to the Chargers. They always trade back.
Donald Murtaugh says little hand scone. Factually inaccurate. I actually have very big hands. We're close, bro.
We are. You got big hands, man.
I know. I have huge hands.
I'm not used to that with somebody I
know.
co-host radio with.
I get it. Which is weird because he was a center.
Yeah.
You know?
He's 6'4".
I don't know if I've measured, but I'm
which
probably,
leg?
You're
I'm
about
probably,
10 and a
I'm
half.
probably 10 and a half, yeah.
Yeah, you're
I
10.
got big hands. I do. I have big hands.
Which leg? His tall leg.
Yeah.
Big hands.
Okay. I was wondering which leg.
Size 13 shoe. You know.
Me too.
Big appendages, bro.
Yeah, we're built like a hobbit, both of
Big
us.
ears,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, me too.
Big nose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Dustin Blanchard, will they let Pickett use the high school football? But you're going to trigger Hester. You're going to trigger.
Oh, my God.
It's so good.
Wait, they just zoomed in on Booger's hands, actually, while we were doing that.
Does Booger have big hands?
He's got nasty hands.
His fingers are all
mangled.
His fingers are bad, dude.
Look, if Kenny Pickett played at Pitt in those conditions, the same conditions he's going to play with in the NFL, and he didn't have a fumbling problem, I'm good with it. No, and he didn't.
For the record, I couldn't give a shit. I could not possibly care less about Kenny Pickett's hand size.
Yeah.
I think I don't understand why we make such a big deal out of that. Now, for receivers, like the biggest hands I've ever seen is Jarvis Landry.
Yeah.
Jarvis,
He
the first
got
time,
meat cleavers.
when Jarvis signed with LSU, so that was the class of 2011. Coach P was working with us at the time.
Yep.
And he was doing Bayou Bengals Insider as well, and he brought a bunch of guys into studio, and we recorded interviews with him for our signing day show. And
Right.
Jarvis, like the night before, so that Tuesday night, I got off air at 6, and then a bunch of guys came and we recorded interviews. One of them was Jarvis. When I shook Jarvis's hand for the first time, his hand, like, wrapped around my hand. It was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
He was like 11 and a half or so. I mean, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, he's not the biggest guy either.
No,
He's
but
like
that's
6 feet.
No, but that's the point. Like,
Yeah. Like when you
Okay.
shake Shaq's hand, you expect that.
you understand why, like, he can catch the ball. It's almost like, think of it like palm in a basketball, like how much you control like a mini ball, right? An adult person would control a mini ball.
Yeah.
That's like Shaq with a regular sized basketball or Jarvis with a football. When your hands are that big, it's just much easier to snag it. Okay, Thomas Morvan said if Penning is a day one starter, tells the Saints starting O-line, that's easy.
It's really
It's
easy.
Penning, Pete, McCoy, Ruiz, Ramchick.
Yep.
I mean, you got everybody back healthy. That was the problem last year. And now Hurst becomes your swing
guy.
guy
I was going to say
again.
Hurst is swing guy.
And Throckmorton, I thought, was really good as a backup last year on the interior.
Yep.
he got a lot of time too, man.
He did. I mean, so I'm good with that. I mean, you were serviceable. You were not good, but you were serviceable last year with a bunch of backups. You're healthy again.
Penning felt like the guy. It's like, man, if he's there, you have to take him. But if not, you feel good about Hurst still, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Because you had
Completely.
so much time with him.
Moose,
last
look
year.
how little you look.
Well, I mean, Matt Scone, I'm not a big guy.
I know,
Like,
but I'm
don't
also
know.
sitting in a taller chair.
Well, I'm not. I mean, it's fact. I mean, I think people know this. By now,
it's a
right?
camera, though.
What are the
too.
Chiefs doing
It's
at
a
21?
camera, though, too.
Trent
That's a good
McDuffie.
pick. He's a solid
like
player.
McDuffie?
He's a solid player.
Okay.
He's a solid player. At 21, that's a solid
Which
player.
Hester boys are the Chiefs fans? You have
Hudson
two, right?
Hester.
It's just Hudson?
Hester, yeah. So we go Chargers with Jackson.
Okay.
We go Buccaneers / Broncos with Knox.
Oh, Buccaneers. What?
Devin White.
Okay.
Devin White used to come to the house. and
Okay.
He's 318.
I know, but
He's more a Devin White fan. Broncos fan with a Devin White fan. You go Chiefs with Hudson, and then Memphis Saints.
I'll tell you, I'm not a Devin White fan anymore. I mean, I'm not a Devin White fan. He tore Jameis's
great
ACL.
tackle. Good Lord, that was a good tackle.
He tore Jameis's ACL. And then, like, in the Super Bowl, he didn't say LSU whenever he was introducing himself. Done with it. He always does the get live whatever. Get live you or
Get
whatever.
live 45.
Get live.
Let's go.
But like the Get Live Stables or whatever.
Great slogan.
It's like, come on, bro. What are we doing?
Look what I found, 48.
Rep your school, bro.
Come on, man. Devin White's like LSU through and through.
Rep your school.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
And don't tear Jameis's ACL,
Dude,
asshole.
look, I'm choosing Devin over Jameis every day. I mean, Devin White's like LSU lore legend, one of the best players to ever play at LSU. Jameis played at Florida State.
He's wearing the pewter right now.
So it's just now?
Yeah, totally just now.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Hey.
if you left the Bucks tomorrow, I'd really love it.
At least they didn't play for Atlanta.
Yeah.
But they'd never draft a defensive player that good anyway, so it really doesn't matter.
Debo. Bro.
God, Tebow's a dude.
Debo's pretty good.
Debo's a dude. Debo's a dude.
Ooh, the Packers. Bro, what if the Packers took a quarterback just to fuck with Aaron Rodgers? What if they took Malik Willis?
Jacob Falcon says, I have a buddy who's so mad we didn't get Pickett.
Really? Oh. Go check on your buddy, though. It's his life decisions right now.
Donald Murtaugh said Scone is an angry drunk. Joke's on you, Donald, because I'm not drunk right now. I'm just an angry Saints fan is what I am.
He's an 8.
Thank you. I'm a super aggressive Saints fan as well.
Are you more of a Saints or LSU football?
It's just different.
Yeah.
And the weird thing is, like, professionally, because especially I do post game for LSU. When I watch the games, I'm like charting the game.
Yeah.
And like Cliff is here for whiskey and wine. Like, I sit here for the whole second half of the game, and I don't drink and I chart the game.
Right.
Like I don't have the luxury of like watching it emotionally.
Right.
So like the Saints on Sundays are just, I put on my Man of God headband and Erica leaves the house.
Yeah.
I'm not laughing.
No, I mean, it's funny because I get it.
Yeah. Pabler 15, Moose looks like a munchkin. You do. Like, you're a small guy to begin with, but then I'm also sitting about 6 inches higher than you.
You're on a stool. I'm on the edge of this seat, too. I mean, it's just,
it just looks.
It looks great, right? Look, I've dealt with that my entire life. Like, remember in middle school when you used to take the pictures? You used to take the pictures. Oh, my God, the otter. Let's go.
We got the Oddfather in town. Yes, sir. Look at the shirt, the one Nola shirt. Everybody give it up for Jimmy Ott, the degenerate gambler of the world who's going to make you money and pay for your kids' college. If you're hot, you're Ott. If you're hot, you're Ott.
Yeah.
All right, Ott.
You get in there, Otter.
Yeah, I'm about to hunt. Where's Hoon Palmero? Hoon Palmero, come get on this microphone, too.
Can we get a wide receiver here? Are you bouncing?
I'm not too far from bouncing. OTB starts at 7 a.m.
Otter.
Be a wide receiver.
You got action on that, Otter?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is Pittsburgh just still sitting?
Yeah.
Inside linebacker. Oh. 6 of them gone already, I guess. They'll take them with the next pick.
Out of the Stingley ticket, though.
Stingley, 18-1. My guys in Vegas had 100-1 at William Hill. 100-1. I bet it 9 days ago at 18-1. Wow. And then when the report came out on Tuesday or Monday, ESPN's report.
Tuesday.
He went down to plus $3.
Yeah.
And today he finally was at minus money, minus 110. So
Any
follow the money. The only one that didn't cash so far on following the movements was the Giants completely threw that smoke screen out on cross.
Yeah.
And took Dean. I mean, they let everybody know that they could. So that's a loser, though. So that's all right. We got the Steelers to take a quarterback. That hit.
Yep.
It was a plus $1.20. It was minus 150 today. So they were the books are whining again on the draft.
Yeah.
I'll just say that.
Right.
So Sauce Gardner movement went down.
Yeah.
Stingley they got hit on. Of course, Walker, the number 1 overall pick.
Right.
Bet Rivers, 57% of their action on the first pick this week was all on Walker.
Yeah.
Here's
what was that getting a month ago?
I will tell you this, William Hill put out the first, because the number 1 overall draft pick is the most bet on prop.
Right.
And William Hill put out, like Hard Rock is a William Hill provider. January they put out 30 names to be the number 1 pick. He was not on it. He was included in the field at 40-1. Take the field.
Man.
Can you imagine?
40-1.
Yeah.
Now, Jake, what do you think about Drake London, man? That got me on that one.
Yeah, I actually don't like the pick.
I was like Jameson Williams or Wilson. They both played Stanford. Did you see the Rose Bowl, Wilson, and what he did to him?
Yep.
I mean, that shocked me.
Yeah, Drake London to me is a guy that you fell in love with his body type, right? More than anything else. I don't know if he can separate in the NFL.
No, that's what I'm saying. He can't separate from Colorado's DBs.
Yeah.
Everything is like a jump ball.
Yep.
But I know.
And they compared him to Vincent Jackson on this broadcast. He's not Vincent Jackson.
Well, you know a little bit about him,
Yeah.
but really, where Vincent Jackson is what would he be? Where was he drafted? I mean, or where?
Second-round guy.
He's a second-round guy?
Yeah.
So, I mean, not a top 10 guy.
No.
Not even close.
I'm glad they did, though, because Olave was
No, the Saints came out smelling like a rose. They got their tackle and their wide receiver.
With both.
So
for Penning to fall right there, though.
and that helps. Well, the two guards, the two teams picking up guards, left Penning hanging out there as a tackle. But the Saints came out great.
Yeah.
When they moved up, who'd you think they were taking, the tackle or the receiver?
To be honest with you, I thought maybe Kyle Hamilton was in play from Notre Dame, the safety.
Really?
Just because when they moved up ahead of Minnesota, who it felt like Minnesota was going to go
I got
safety.
them to take a DB first.
Yeah.
But I think they're going cornerback.
So it was more about who they moved in front of than them moving up.
Well, I bet. What was it? Plus 250 and plus.
Oh, the handyman.
Plus 225. That on the wide receiver and the tackle for the Saints. But the quarterback increased the value. They were not taking a quarterback.
No.
I mean, y'all think any of these guys are better than Jameis Winston?
No.
You
got Jameis, Andy, and you have an asset in book. I mean, fourth-round pick, but you still have you spent something on him.
Yeah.
Right. So
a weak quarterback class.
It's one of those drafts, guys, that there wasn't that three-guy race and who's going to be the elite number one pick, right? And so anything's possible in a draft like this. There might end up being two Hall of Famers for this draft. We don't know, but right now, currently, it's got that feel.
Well, Otter, the odds showed that more than anything, right? The odds showed that more than anything, that there wasn't a clear-cut number one. I mean, when you had when you had Walker move up like he did that quick, I mean.
How about Sunday morning? Hutchinson is minus $4.
Yeah.
And then that's what Sunday evening and Monday.
Minus
all of a sudden we woke
$4.
up and Walker was minus $1.67.
Yeah.
And so but all I know is there was only one guy more excited than the little guy from doing the Giants pick. That was me, Kayvon Thibodeau. 5.5. And it went to 4.5 today, but I had it 5.5. I was like, come on.
I had Olave in the top 10, and he went 11.
Oh.
Right there.
What was your price on that? Coming back, plus money, huh?
Oh, yeah. Let me see.
Like $3?
It was pretty good. Let me see what I had. I got it a while ago.
Corral is all the way down to over under 40. And he was like 29.5, 30 for a while. I thought Malik Willis would go before Pickett.
I did too.
Were you surprised they took Pickett instead of Willis? Steelers.
The Steelers, maybe not because of Kenny being in. They've seen him every day. Hell, they share a facility.
Right.
But at the Senior Bowl, Malik Willis was the only quarterback there that could push it through the wind in Mobile when it was bad conditions. He for sure had the best arm.
Oh, really?
I thought he had the best week, yeah.
Well, he's the most NFL ready.
I thought he was.
I mean, playing that much and things like that. But so, all right, Jake.
Dude, I got plus 1,200 for Olave to be a top 10 pick. I had him at plus 1,200. He was 11.
How long ago?
This week.
This week?
Yeah. Early this week. I mean, still, though, plus 1,200.
What were we saying? It might have been the first draft ever for no skill position guys to go in the top 10, but they did.
Yeah.
London. So, yeah, I got Jameson Williams at 6-1, and then I hedged with Wilson. I'm like, Winston?
Yeah.
London killed me. But good sign, good sign for the Saints, Musso, is that the Falcons just don't know what they're doing, dude.
Good.
I mean,
he's got to be the number one from day one there.
Right.
He has to
well,
be.
I mean, but to be fair, I mean, they don't have Calvin Ridley, obviously, next year. But, I mean, their biggest problem is defense, yeah? I mean.
They got so many. I don't
that's
know if you can say
that's
biggest
fair.
problem.
But, I mean, the last 2 years they went offense in the draft in the top 10. Kyle Pitts and now Drake London.
So
Kyle Elam. Whoa.
Elam.
Hello.
Cornerback.
That's early for him.
Yeah, over the kid from Washington.
The kid from Washington just went to the Chiefs.
He did?
He just went to the Chiefs. So 21.
21.
Chiefs traded him to get him.
So where's Minnesota trading? Are they going to take their DB? Where'd the safety for Notre Dame go?
He went to
Baltimore. Yeah.
They win again, huh?
Of course. they draft better than anybody.
They gave up Hollywood Brown for him.
Ozzie Newsome goes by. They just kind of just spin the wheel, man.
Yep.
Just kind of pushing around. So tell me this, Jacob. Nakobe Dean, I got over 31.5.
Look, if Nakobe Dean lasts past that, we're overthinking this thing. We're overthinking it. He's a hell of a football player.
Okay, but tell me this. How much easier it is for him to play behind that defensive line?
I get that. And you've got 3 guys that are taking up blocks, but in space he was good. He was good in space as well. But to your point, Jimmy, and it's a good one, they're going to watch the tape and you're going to be like, man, that guy didn't have a guard in his lap all day long. So I get it. I do get that, but I think he's a good football player.
I mean, it's something that we usually bring up when evaluating Alabama guys. They're surrounded by so many good players, but this Georgia defensive line this year, it's tough. Man.
I mean, honestly, today's NFL is so different too. Like, Christian Harris's value is better now than it would have been 5 years ago, because you need that linebacker. Yeah, you need a linebacker that can move in space like that, right? Like a Quan Alexander is like an ideal middle linebacker. Demario Davis is like ideal middle linebacker, which you can get.
Harris was at U High. It was like 50-50 where he's taking the kickoff back.
Yeah, he played corner, returning kicks.
Yeah, kickoffs all the time. All right, what about Daxton Hill, first round?
The Saints really liked him. Baltimore's already got their safety. Still a good chance. Do you have him in the first round or out of it?
Yeah, first round. Got him in the first round. Got Andrew Booth over 29.5. So Elam helps that a little bit. And that's it. The only thing I just didn't, because I don't know what handicap here. I'm just watching the movement early and trying to get it as early as I can, because it's proven, to be that case. I mean, it's the ultimate insider trading. But the one guy I did, Jordan Davis, under 14.5. I mean,
we went 13, right?
Yeah. I mean,
freak show.
I thought Baltimore was going to take it.
Jermaine Johnson's still available. Florida State.
Best available, as a matter of fact, there, Hess.
Oh, there you go.
All right, so Johnson 1, Jackson Hill 2 on Mel.
Johnson could go here to Dallas.
Dallas?
Yeah.
His total was 9.5. 9.5, Jermaine
We're
Johnson.
at 24.
Wow. I can't get Dallas to get an offensive lineman here.
Well, that's what I figured. Dallas might go O-line or receiver.
Come on, O-line.
I'm sitting here looking for Malik Willis. Dallas not going quarterback.
No.
Right? Baltimore not going quarterback.
No.
Tennessee, I don't think they're going quarterback. Tampa Bay certainly not going quarterback. Green Bay certainly not going quarterback. New England's not going quarterback. Kansas City, Cincinnati, Minnesota. He ain't going.
Not for Brady.
Unless somebody trades in. They got Kyle Trask in the second round last year.
How's he looking? Yeah, they already invested, so they still invested in the second round.
You're invested
in
second round.
Yeah, that's fair. But, I mean, come on.
I'm higher on Trask than we're scone. He's really down on Kyle Trask.
Don't even mention Kyle Trask to him.
Well,
just don't do that.
Well, Trask.
Look at Jerry. Look at Jerry. A little past his bedtime.
Look, our father needs an offensive lineman right here. Okay? Come on. They're not what they used to be. Lost Lyell. Come on.
Ooh.
Devin Lloyd's a good football player, too.
Good defense at Utah.
It's right where he slotted.
I think it's a steady unit.
Yeah.
20 was his over-under.
Oh, dear Lord.
They need an offensive lineman. Come on, man. Come on, Musso.
What are your odds on it, Otter?
It was plus $1.20, and it went up to minus 150.
Yeah.
They're laying 150 to take offensive linemen today. Oh.
Nakobe Dean. Ooh.
Double lead. Double loss. Double.
Oh, you got it. You got it going.
Yeah,
I got
Dean,
you.
Yes.
Now, if you remember, if you're thinking, wait a minute, Micah Parsons. But if you're thinking Micah Parsons went last year to the Cowboys, he was an edge rusher by the end of the year, basically.
Okay, that's fair.
You know,
but they're not showing linebackers for no reason.
Cowboys have very punchable faces.
Especially that guy right there. What are those?
Oh, man, you didn't growing up in Shreveport?
No.
Oh, that's good. But you're outnumbered, huh?
No. See, that's a big disclaimer. Like in the early '90s when they were winning, okay. No, not now. It's not even close.
Oh, really?
I promise. Yeah, it's not close now. Yeah. Once the Saints figured out, okay, we're going to be a good franchise.
Everybody loves a winner.
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
I like Louis Riddick's suit. It's a good suit.
Solid.
Salmon. I like it.
You could wear it here for the Kentucky Derby party on May the 7th.
Right.
By the way, Del Mar coming up?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
July 22nd, opening day. Tickets go on sale May 14th. Besides that,
You know how many times we were probably in Del Mar at the same time and didn't know it?
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Every summer, man.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
No,
A tough place to beat, huh? So, and I like the little Encinitas area.
oh, yeah.
You know.
Oceanside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
All right, what do we need here? Offensive lineman, right?
Wait, I thought they already picked the
No,
dean.
no, they were just showing it.
Oh, I was thrown off.
Previous,
Oh, no,
that's
no,
the
no.
previous.
You got life? Yeah, come on, Otter.
Come on.
Come on, man. We'll keep you in it.
Yeah!
Oh, the Godfather.
That's me. That's me.
The Godfather, baby.
That's me. Yes. If it's free, it's for me, Henny.
Where is Henny?
Oh, man. Nice job, Godfather.
Oh, God. When you're hot, you're hot.
Love the Tulsa tackle.
When you're hot, you're hot. Huh? My
Otter.
goodness.
God bless him. The honor.
He's always got you covered, the Odd
The
Father.
tackle from
He's always
Tulsa.
got you covered.
There he goes.
Only Otter would celebrate on the tackle from Tulsa.
Tulsa.
My God. He's probably never heard of the guy. But,
No,
you
he
know,
has no idea who he
not
is.
a clue. Not a clue.
What's up, handyman?
So my Hawaiian shirt was at
I
the
was
cleaners.
going to
let me
ask.
tell you.
What about the cowboy?
Cleaners, man, come on.
What about the cowboy hat, though, Hanny?
The fact that you didn't show up as Island Handy.
Well, I can't get the headphones over the.
Okay,
the-
that's
the
fair.
cowboy
That's fair.
hat.
That is
Well,
touche.
you know,
Touche.
Doing what I can. Hester, so we've talked about. Actually, retold your story a couple times tonight about guys that said, "Absolutely, we're taking you here
yeah.
if you're there," and that goes on every year,
Yeah.
600 times the draft. So Akeem Ekwonu was
Yeah.
the first one that I thought about when you told that story, because there was a story in the New York Post that absolutely, if he gets to 4, we are taking him.
Yep.
Okay, and that went kaplooey. And so, how many other times has that gone kaplooey tonight
I
for
know.
you?
I know.
No, I mean guys that you would thought. Listen, this guy's. How many times have we hear it? This guy's floor is here.
Yeah.
And then he falls through the floor. Jermaine Johnson is tonight's.
Oh,
I
absolutely,
guess.
yeah.
You know, we had a play on him over 9.5, and I thought I would cash. When do you ever make a bet when you don't think you're going to cash? But I didn't think I didn't think I get past 12.
Yeah.
And now, you know, he gets as far as he does.
Yeah, I mean, look at Hamilton from Notre Dame as well. Like
Yeah.
he's a player. Now I know later in the process it slid a little bit, but when the Saints move up ahead of Minnesota, you're like, are they thinking Hamilton here? Because Minnesota, they need defensive backs, they need safety, right? And so many times you think you know exactly where you're going. Now in my case, as you're talking about, Hanny, I thought I was going to Detroit. Thank God I did not go to Detroit. I ended up in San Diego. I mean, you're talking about 2 different paths there, but
You won the geography lottery.
oh, God, yes. I can sit here and talk about Del Mar with Otter now. But, you know, that's the NFL draft. Everybody's trying to throw up smoke screens. Everybody's trying to throw the other teams off. They're trying to tell you information that you'll get out there to your agent. Your agent tells the other teams, and that's kind of the narrative there. Johnson's the guy tonight. You're exactly right. He's a guy that we had kind of in the top 10. Now we're here at 25, and you wonder where he's going to go. Dallas, I thought maybe we'd take a look at him. They need an edge rusher. They don't go there. They go offensive tackle. So you start to look at where he could go. You start to look at where Malik Willis could go, because unless somebody trades in, Malik Willis isn't going in the first round.
But there's a strong possibility that's going to happen. And the reason is because of the contracts. If you are a first-round
Right.
pick, they can exercise a fifth-year option. For instance, the Giants declined Daniel Jones today. All right, well, that's kind of a big deal because you have it done by Monday. You get that extra year of development with the quarterback.
Yep.
And so here's the guys we're talking about here, Hess. We're talking about Matt Corral. We're talking about Desmond Ridder. We're talking about Sam Howell.
Yep.
These are 3 guys that could go anywhere from 30 to, say, 45.
Yeah.
And we've seen teams trade up into the back end of the first round to get that extra year several
Lamar
times.
Jackson.
Lamar Jackson's the big.
Yeah.
Minnesota did it with Teddy Bridgewater. And before Teddy got hurt, that looked like the perfect play. So is there, in your opinion, a quarterback? Is it Howell? Is it Ritter? Is it Willis? That there is a trade back in the first round for teams to make here tonight?
If you're trading back in the first round, it's for me, it's Malik Willis. Now, not to say I don't like the other quarterbacks. Sam Howell, to me, was always a potential guy. I was told what it was going to be. I just never saw it. Desmond Ritter he did it at Cincinnati. Can he do it on the big level? Can he be consistent, right? So there's questions with all those quarterbacks. And Malik Willis, fair enough. I understand he went to Liberty. There was one year when Liberty basically won the ACC. They won 4 ACC games while he was at Liberty. And he started his career at Auburn. And what I saw at the Senior Bowl was the best arm talent of the quarterbacks, right? So for me, if you trade back in, Malik Willis is intriguing enough. And that 5th year that you're talking about, Hanny, is almost like a redshirt year maybe with Malik Willis as well, which a lot of people are talking about. Maybe he needs that year in an NFL system to kind of thrive there. So for me, it's Malik Willis or a quarterback doesn't go here in the first round.
So who does it make sense for? What is a team that can take a flyer on, has enough draft ammunition to get back in the first round, and can also say, listen, we can give this guy a redshirt year.
Okay,
who makes sense?
You start to look at your older quarterbacks, your Matt Ryans now in Indy,
Colts,
right? Do you want to maybe trade back up? How much longer does Matt Ryan have? It's kind of those situations that I'm looking at. You know, your older quarterback, or maybe it's a Giant situation with a Daniel Jones. You're not coming back next year. We said that today. Do I go another year of Daniel Jones and maybe a Malik Willis?
Well, why wouldn't you wait till next year if you're the Giants and maybe a potential stronger quarterback?
You could if you're looking at a. You could, but then you're saying we're going to be bad this year, which they are. You say, am I going to get C.J. Stroud? Am I going to get Bryce Young? Then you're gambling, depending on where you fall.
Can I give you my perfect team?
Yeah.
This is who I would, if I were in their position, the Minnesota Vikings.
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins, who they are married financially to for one more year, but that's it. And this can be the redshirt year. You come back in the first round. You bring a quarterback. Maybe it's Willis, maybe it's Howell, maybe it's Corral, whoever it is. And you say, listen, I'm going to deal with one more year of Kirk Cousins at twice what he's worth. Not a bad quarterback, but twice what he's worth.
Right. A lot of money.
We're going to sit our guy because we don't have the pressure to do that.
Yeah.
And we're going to see if he's any good. A Malik Willis in Minnesota, a Sam Howell, a Matt Corral in Minnesota makes some sense to me if the Vikings would do that.
What are we looking at here with the Ravens?
They'll select a stud that if they get Jermaine Johnson, of course they do because of the Ravens.
I mean, he's the next Terrell Suggs, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like it's the Ravens, they draft better than anybody in the NFL. Okay, so your point earlier, Moose, you mentioned Tampa Bay. And I shot you down, and maybe I shouldn't have. They took Kyle Trask in the second round.
Right.
That doesn't mean as much anymore. We saw Josh Rosen be selected in the first round. They're like, okay, great. We're going to take Kyler Murray. So to that point, if they don't – now, we're not at practice there. We don't know.
That's true.
If they love Kyle Trask in his future, great. If they don't, hey, maybe we take Malik Willis. We got Tom Brady. We don't know how much longer. He retired already.
For 40 days,
right? Maybe Tampa Bay says, you know what? We'll give you Kyle Trask and a pick to take that spot. You know, I don't know. I don't know what they do with Kyle Trask. I don't know the answer to that question. But because of the rookie scale now, Hanny, and you know this, you've been doing this for a long time, you don't have to hold on to these quarterbacks as long.
You don't, but if you're the guy, and I love this pick by the Ravens.
Oh, my God, of course. Of course the Ravens.
Oh, I love this pick.
Dude, they've gotten Hamilton and Linderbaum. The Ravens draft better than anybody in the NFL, and I hate it. I hate it, everything about it, but they do.
Okay, but they don't win.
But they do.
They don't win the big one.
Really?
I mean, the NFL.
Besides the Patriots, who's won more than them in the last 20 years?
Well, okay.
Moose, the NFL is so hard to be consistent as long as they have been.
I get that. I understand. I'm just saying.
You do get it, but you don't.
Well,
to be that consistent in the NFL as they are.
You know what's really impressive to me, Hess, is that this is through multiple general managers now. You used to just say, damn it, Ozzie Newsome got us again. Ozzie Newsome was the guy that drafted Ray Lewis and Jonathan Ogden in the same draft, in the same first round, and got 2 first-ballot Hall of Famers.
Yep.
Tyler Linderbaum, in case anybody's listening, like, who'd they pick? Tyler Linderbaum, the center from Iowa, correct me if I'm wrong, I know you've done your draft research. He is rated higher than the next best player at his position than anybody in the draft.
In the draft, it's him at center, and the fall off is bigger than any position.
Yeah,
You're exactly right.
Yeah. That's why. Okay, so the Ravens look at this and go, you know what? We traded down. We got extra draft capital, and then we went and got the best player at his position in this draft. And you know, I'm not saying the last time they did that, but when they did that in '96, and they got Ogden at 4, best offensive lineman, Hall of Famer,
One of the best
and
we've
they
ever
got
seen.
Ray Lewis at 28, best guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, he worked out.
Yeah.
This is the Ravens, and I used to blame it on Ozzie Newsome. Ozzy's great.
It's an organization.
No. Ozzie retired. They're still doing this.
We talked about that earlier before both of you hopped on. There's organizations. Look, in the NFL, you got 32 teams. They all have the same salary cap. They have the same resources. They have billionaire owners. Some run it the right way. Some run it the wrong way. And if you run it the right way, and the Ravens do, this is what happens every single year. Now, if you're the Jags, if you're one of those teams, if you're the Jets, if you're the Giants, you're gonna have bad draft choices. The Ravens, it's calculated. They take the best player, and they've got the best center by far, and one of the best centers, Haney, in the last decade in the NFL draft just now. And they got assets because they traded back.
I don't care if his arms are short, right? And the most interesting team that you mentioned there was the Giants, because the Giants used to be the gold standard, okay?
Yeah.
From 85
right.
to 2005. And then all of a sudden it fell off.
Yep. So if you want to know who Lindenbaum is, go back and watch the bowl game. Now, Kentucky won the game, but go back and watch that bowl game. When he got hurt, I think it was the third, maybe fourth quarter, he got hurt, different game. It's a different game because the center does so much within a game, and McCall started to go off because Lindenbaum was out. It's a hell of a pick.
That guy may be, and I'm not just saying this, I've been thinking this for a month, he may be the best player as far as production in anything other than the top 5 of this draft.
Well, you're talking in 10 years, he might have made 8 Pro Bowls.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not to say that I think that he should be a top 5 pick.
Right.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Jake, you're familiar with a guy named Marshall Yander, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So Marshall retired 2 years ago.
Yep.
He wasn't a first-round pick.
Right.
But he played for the Ravens for 12 years, I think
Yeah.
it was. And he's going to Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Maybe not in the first year, but he's going to Hall of Fame, right?
Eventually.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
This guy looks like the center version of Marshall Yander. He's going to play 14 years for the damn Ravens. He's going to make 10 Pro Bowls.
Yeah.
And they're going to go, man, y'all let him slip to us at 25. What are we supposed to do?
Haney's one of those positions where if you're a fan of the team, like the Saints, like Eric McCoy, we know how valuable Eric McCoy is. Maybe the country doesn't know how valuable he is. It's a position that in the NFL, there's so many moving parts. Teams are so good at disguising who the mic is, where they're bringing pressure. You've got to have that guy that is not only smart enough to be able to point it out and the quarterback can trust him, but to block it up once you get – the center position is one of those ones that's always going to go undervalued. Nobody's ever going to, really say, oh, we got to have this guy. But if you don't have him – and I played with some good ones. I had Nick Hardwick in San Diego. I had Dan Copen in Denver. If you don't have that guy, you don't have an offensive line. You truly don't. And he's not going to get the credit. Nobody's going to talk about him. They're going to talk about the tackles. They're going to talk even more about the guards in the center. But he's that guy, to Haney's point. He's going to be a 12-year vet. He's going to make 8 Pro Bowls. He's going to make 4 All-Pros. And you're going to look up and you're going to be like, hey, he might have a gold jacket.
And when he gets the gold jacket, I want everybody to go up there and go, but his arms are too short.
I know, God.
Hey, tell me you were having the same. We don't get to do radio anymore, me and you. Luso, hang on.
This is a reunion for Haney and me.
Hanging with Haney and Hester. Let's go.
Okay. The hand size thing. Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, so we were in the studio together when we did the whole Joe Burrow. His hands are too small, right? Okay. Since you brought up T-Rex, I had to do the hand small.
Yeah.
All right, so they're doing the same thing to Kenny Pickett.
Jets.
Hey, he went
Poor guy.
26.
Yeah.
I had him
26.
over 9.5. I just cashed the ticket.
Cash the ticket, baby.
They can credit my account. Okay. The hand size thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Pittsburgh is as good an organization as there is in the league. They bring him in. This is the heir apparent. They're going to do the 1-year transition. We know that. And the big thing about Kenny Pickett is his hands are too small.
Yeah.
I seem to remember that when you and I were struggling for content when nobody was playing anything,
as a pandemic.
we spent 4 segments a day on Joe Burrow's hand size, which I'm embarrassed about, but it happened. So,
hey, it's lean times.
Hey, is this a problem or no?
It's not. So if you watch the tape, and I said this earlier, Haney, before you got here, every coach, every GM, every person on the football field always tells you, oh, the eye in the sky doesn't lie. Okay, if you want to say that to me, go watch the tape then. If Kenny Pickett has a fumbling problem on tape, let's talk hand size. Let's figure out why it's happening. But if he doesn't, which he didn't, why are we talking about it? Okay? And then you start to come, okay, well, Taysom Hill is the only quarterback that started a game that has under 9-inch hands, like Kenny Pickett. He's got a fumbling problem. Okay, well, Taysom Hill, one, has poor ball security. The second part of it, he's running counter and power from the quarterback position, which Kenny Pickett's not going to be doing, right? So you always preach about the eye in the sky. Well, the eye tells me Kenny Pickett was a guy that didn't fumble. He won the ACC Player of the Year. He brought Pitt in the tougher division of the ACC to the conference championship, and he played extremely well. That's what the eye tells me. But because he has 8.5-inch hands, we want to create a narrative that he's not going to be able to hold on to the football. That's where I have a problem with short arms, small hands, not, his left leg like T-Bob's longer than his right leg. Okay, don't tell me all that. Because if you preach an eye in the sky doesn't lie, then why are we not going off the tape? And he didn't play at Southern Miss. He played at Pitt in the ACC.
Then where are you on Kobe Dean?
I would, if I'm a GM of a football team, I'll take 11 to Kobe Deans.
Okay.
I take 11 of them.
Small.
Yeah.
Not heavy.
Yep.
Doesn't meet any criteria for the measurables that you'd have. You got it.
Yep.
All right. We're at 27. We know that Jacksonville's on the clock. What are your odds that Kobe Dean's going to go before the end of the first round?
All right, so you start to look at teams now. If I'm not
we
mistaken,
were talking about trade-ups
right.
now. Yeah,
now if they stay pat, Green Bay's already taken an inside linebacker. If I'm not mistaken, I think he took his Georgia teammate, right? So you start to look at, okay, who needs an inside linebacker?
Okay, I had to drive over here.
Well,
so they're continuing to piss off Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah,
okay.
Green Bay did take a linebacker.
How about that, right? Go figure.
Maybe in the 7th round they'll take a wide receiver.
Okay, so a lot of times NFL GMs try to be the smartest guy in the room. It is what it is. That's the position. They're trying to be the smartest guy in the room. Don't overthink Nakobe Dean. Just don't do it. It was there in high school. It continued there at Georgia. He's a football player. He's a really good one. And so the narrative with him, Haney, is, well, yeah, he had Jordan Davis. He had Walker. He had Wyatt in front of him. So
that's
he never.
Not a narrative, Jacob.
No, it's true.
That's true.
It is true.
Come on.
But in space, one-on-one, he made the plays. So that's all you can go off of, right?
All right.
Nakobe Dean to me is a football player that deserves to be a first-round pick. Now, there's only been one inside linebacker taken. Now, Lloyd from Utah has not been taken, correct?
He has not been taken.
No,
okay.
They had him up there earlier, but he didn't go.
Musso.
What's up?
Musso is a $20 bill, right?
I don't.
That's a $20 bill.
Careful handing that to me, Hanny.
No, I'm not handing it to you. I'm showing it to you. I'm going to bet Jacob Hester $20 that Kobe Dean does not go in the first round because he's too short. I got 20. You got 20?
I got 20.
You got 20? All right.
20.
All right. I know you young kids don't do cash. Okay,
hey, Haney, I'm about to be 37 next week.
Wait.
What are we raffling off, Matt?
Well, I might have won something. No. I didn't win anything.
It's like.
Wait, you want me to read that? Hang on.
No,
ma'am. I'm sorry. I'll read it for you. Hang on. Oh, good Lord. Stephen Williams.
I used to love doing Hanging with Haney and Hester, and he pulled out the glasses.
Williams.
Stephen Williams.
What says S. Williams? Okay.
Yeah, but.
Yeah. All right. 810-6009. 810-6009. Thank you, Sport Tiger Athletics.
Who remembered that off the ticket?
I know.
Okay, so.
Scone's taking my seat. Nakobe Dean, first rounder, $20.
Leave your $20 here. So I can take it home.
I didn't say I had cash.
I don't want to have to call you tomorrow.
It's a Venmo.
I don't want to have to call you tomorrow.
Made a little W, baby.
Hey, Hester. I still got a mailbox, I guarantee. Put my 20 there. Okay, thank you.
Isn't that it? Isn't that it? All right, so what's going on in this draft?
Well, Hester owes me $20.
For what?
Because I told him in Kobe Dean's not going the first round.
So wasn't that one of Otter's picks or the bets he had was like over? He gave it to us on take me down a little bit, Jake, if you would. Take me down a little bit. I project a little bunch. One of the bets he gave us on Otter Locks was the Kobe Dean over 31.5.
Yeah.
So could he go 32?
He could, but I'm of the opinion that those last few picks of the first round are prime for trade-ups for guys that shouldn't be there. Please. Please. I should have worn my damn fish.
Let me get my shirt.
I should have worn my fish shirt.
I get my Dax. Daxton Hill. That's my guy.
Let's go. Look, there he is, Potter. He's the best available. Best available.
Come on.
Here he is.
How did Jaguars get on the clock? Okay.
They need safeties bad.
Jaguars, the pick is in. Here we go.
Give me a safety.
Malik Willis still not off the board. How about that?
I still need the Vikings to take a DB. They're in position.
FACP monitoring.
Wait. Is that it? Well, they're just showing them.
They're just showing it.
Man, get that guy's cell phone. Huh? Somebody hit. No, they're not real happy. Come on, guys.
Otter, I swear to God. So good. Oh, my God.
Well, they did. I mean, 30 looks good in teal, you know? Come on, Jaguars.
All right, shout out, by the way, to everybody.
Oh, by the way, I cashed his ticket.
Devin Lloyd
over Devin Lloyd.
Hit him it.
Hey,
was he 20?
Linebackers drop, right?
Yeah.
Linebackers drop,
yeah. Right, nailed it.
Over 19 and a half.
Anders Antley said, thanks, I miss Hanny and Ott on the middays.
Doesn't everybody?
Hey, bro, who quit? Who quit?
No one misses it.
Oh, that's so good.
That's mine.
Oh, I'll drink yours too, Hanny. Don't worry.
He said, what did the Saints give up to move to 11? So they gave up their 3 and their 4, 3 and their 4 this year. So they maintained 19, which they used for the offensive line.
Got their guys,
and
man.
They absolutely did. And they got 49 still, which is the second round pick tomorrow, where maybe take a safety, maybe a defensive tackle. They got great options. Here you go, Otter. Who we got here?
Daxton Hill, good. Andrew Booth, bad.
All right, Otter needs Daxton Hill.
Good.
He does not. This is the life of a sports bettor right here. All right, here we go. Reading his lips.
It's not going to be Hill. He doesn't have a cell phone.
Here we go, 27th pick. Wait.
I mean, they're going to call the guy at least. And I need Green Bay. Green Bay.
Devin Lloyd! All right.
Okay.
Is that good? Is that good?
No harm, no foul.
No harm, no foul.
I cashed that ticket by 7 picks.
All right. There we go. People out
Charlie
here making money.
Charlie, did we get excited when Stingley?
Hey, look, we got Edward O watching.
When Stingley went 3?
Yeah.
At 19-1.
Well, you got more excited than I did by let me see, 19 times?
19 times 1.
19 times, yeah.
Follow the money. Now, the one Scone, the Giants threw out that smoke screen. Oh, Cross. We love this guy. Cross. They take Evan Neal.
Yeah.
I mean, they totally everything else where the line is moved, it's taken. And Jordan Rodgers is still waiting for a wide receiver. I just want to let you know.
Jordan Rodgers or Aaron Rodgers?
I'm saying, yeah, that guy.
Jordan and Aaron don't really talk, from what I've heard.
He doesn't talk to any of his family.
No, I know. That's what I heard. Yeah.
He's probably upset because he wants to be on The Bachelor. I mean, he could be the smartest guy. Look, I can host Jeopardy with the answers. All right?
Hey, but that's tough, dog. That's a tough gig. You got to pronounce those words on it. That's tough.
Oh, no, we got that.
Devin Steve said, all caps, we are not worthy, Hanny. They love Hanny. They love Hanny. No, they're saying, they're like, we're not worthy, that sort of thing. They love Hanny. They love Hanny.
I mean, the freaking love on these
guys. They love Hanny. What can we say? They love Hanny.
And he tries to downplay it, but he gets in the chat boards and kisses our ass. So.
Don't be ridiculous, Jimmy. Everybody loves me.
You're so stupid. You're so stupid.
Are they going to give this guy a wide receiver?
No, absolutely not.
Who's doing the draft? His parents?
Who
he doesn't talk to him.
Who is still on the board that would make sense for Green Bay here at receiver? I mean, Jahan Dotson's gone. The 2 kids from Ohio State are gone. Traylon Burks is
kid
gone.
from, like,
The
North Dakota State.
North Dakota
I mean,
State.
you really
North
gotta
Dakota State
you
or
tell me
whatever.
that's the guy that they want right here
Well,
for Aaron Rodgers?
I don't know. The first receiver taken was a guy that can't get separation from Colorado's
I'm
DBs.
with you, bro. I'm with you.
Okay?
I'm with you.
You know who
That was a beautiful catch, though.
You
A
know who the
contested
best?
catch.
You know who the best receiver on the
Motherfucker.
You know who the best receiver on the board is right here? If you can count on him to behave. George Pickens. George Pickens.
Yeah.
George Pickens. If they took George Pickens here, everybody would go, "Oh my God!"
I've got one.
What did they do?
Where's Daxton Hill? Where is he? Did he get in some trouble?
He's going to be on the board tomorrow, Jimmy. It's
I'm good.
You don't think the Vikings could take him?
Oh, that's right. The Vikings have the last pick. Damn it. Okay.
The last pick or 29? Who's got 29?
32.
29 and 30 at Kansas City?
New England and Kansas City.
New England, Kansas City?
Kansas City traded out at 29.
I don't know.
They got Kuiper in Maryland, dude.
right?
Oh, wait. It's Moscona.
Yes, sir.
New nickname.
Yes.
For Colucci.
Colucci!
Sauce Colucci.
He loves Sauce Gardner?
No.
To the
That's his
Jets.
nickname. Come on, man. You can see him. Sauce Colucci making his marinara. We cooked it for 3 days,
Colucci!
Jimmy.
That's so good.
Hey, tomorrow, next Thursday is huge for Colucci because it's the beginning of the NHL playoffs.
Yes.
Yeah.
We gave him a week off this week.
Yeah.
Zachary Moe, Hanny is slurring. Hanny slurs all the time. Which point? hey, I got to get a thought on you, Hanny, here. I got to get a thought
the picture of maturity
on
here,
Josh Rosen and what we think Josh Rosen might do in the 2022 NFL season. Should somebody take a shot? Should someone give him a shot?
I think he's still in the Falcons camp.
The Saints.
He's not biting
The
Otter.
Saints to move up. The Saints to move up.
he's free.
Swap picks, and they gave up a third rounder and Josh Rosen.
And he's free.
He's free.
You know the funniest part of that is my whole contention in that was that the Saints needed to sign Jameis Winston.
Yes.
Which we were fine with, yeah.
Yes.
You said they weren't going to get him, so they need to go for Josh Rosen.
I didn't know if Jameis
Winston
Winston
was
was going to
almost
be any
free.
good.
Winston was almost free the first year. What did he play, for minimum?
It's free. It's for me.
Oh.
Hey! Donald Murtaugh, Charles Handegriff is a god.
Yes.
Hanny, the people love you. They've listened to you for many, many years
I've
post-game.
been trying to tell him for years.
That people love him. They love him.
Just throwing in bouquets left and right, never disputing anything he brings up. No. Absolutely.
This is what I tell my wife from time to time. Like, everybody loves me.
Wait, pick us in for the Packers.
That's what you
what
tell
are the
his
Packers
wife.
doing at 28? What are the Packers doing at 28?
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, nice lady.
That's Brittany, by the way.
Is there a wide receiver anywhere in our future?
Who does Brittany have? Where did she get Stingley at?
Brittany does an amazing job, and she has to deal with T-Bob every Saturday during Whiskey and Wine.
I had to do that 1 year. I was
No, not during Whiskey and Wine.
Oh, Aunt Whitworth.
No, I
Big win.
did.
No.
Big win.
Oh, big win!
All right, Scona, you saw him at the Rose Bowl tailgate, right?
Yeah.
How good did he look? Huh?
He's a unit.
He's the best. No, but
He's got abs.
he looks better than when he did in high school. I mean, he was unbelievable.
I told them this story earlier. So, and again, this is not a Glory Days thing, but
Oh, here we go.
it's not. But
Well, it always is when you preface it.
it's not. I'm just referencing. He was the 98 semis. We played West Monroe, and that was the great West Monroe team. That
Memorial
was
Stadium.
The national.
I have West
champions.
Monroe minus 2.5.
Well, you should have. You covered the
Yes.
the second we stepped on the field.
Yeah, Green Bay. It's got to be a receiver. I mean, they are going to kill this guy again. I mean, I already lost my bet. I took him to take.
Oh well, he's going to introduce Whitworth. Anyway,
Oh,
Whitworth was a sophomore tight end on that West Monroe team.
Yeah. That's why I took him at 75-1 to catch a touchdown.
Wasn't
Pass.
the,
You stupid asshole.
hey, wasn't the left tackle Brad Smalling?
Left guard.
Brad Smalling was already
He's a
gone.
guard.
He was already gone at that
No,
point.
I mean at West Monroe, not at LSU.
No, he was gone at that point already.
But he
This
was a
98.
guard.
He was already
He was a guard. Yeah.
But Smalling, they had Rodney Reed was on
And
that
look,
team.
in the Peach Bowl, he was
They
still
were-
a guard. Gathers
All right, here
ran.
we go, Big Wet. Why is he making the pick for the Packers?
For the same reason
or is
that
he just saying what's up?
Tony Gonzalez gave the Saints pick.
But he didn't make the pick. He just announced
Because
like,
Goodell hates the Saints.
Well, he didn't make the pick, though.
He does hate the Saints. I agree with Haney.
No, he does hate. Well, he hated Sean Payton.
I agree with Haney.
He hated Sean Payton.
What did Payton never do? He just had a bad hangover after he won the
Carlos
Super Bowl.
Velasquez, what's up? He said his Ramczyk moved to left tackle and Penning go to right tackle.
They don't want to do that, no.
I don't think so. I think Penning is
Drake
a
London? Drake London. Give me a break.
Seriously, Scone, the first two picks, these are the two guys I was like, if they can get these two guys, now I didn't want to have to trade up for one of them. Yeah.
I don't even care that they
this
traded
is
up.
as good as they can do.
I
right?
completely agree.
Yeah.
If you had come and said to me, Matt, what two players do you want? I would have said Chris Olave and Trevor Payne.
Yeah.
Realistically. Like, I mean, Charles Cross, right? Fine. I mean, like, smoke weed scenario, random pipe dream, like.
This was my podcast as far as, like, if they get these two guys, it's a good draft.
Yes.
Yeah.
New England need a safety. Kansas City, they just lost Honey Badger.
Bill Belichick.
What?
He just asked me who to go for. Like Bill
I could get
Belichick. That's a South Park thing.
14 for 14 for Chris Paul tonight. 14 for 14.
And 4 for 4 from the line. Didn't miss a shot. It took that to beat the Pels.
I know, and they were right there.
Fuck, it took that to beat the Pels. All right, here we go. Packers, 28.
Deep snapper.
They took Devontae Wyatt.
They did not
give him a receiver. Holy shit.
Well, is Devontae Adams still with the team?
No,
what about that scandal?
He's in
Vander
LA.
Scallion or
Valdez Scantling.
Cookavan? Huh?
But not Cookavan. I'm pissed at you, by the way. I'm pissed at you. I'm pissed at you.
Why?
What am I going to do? What am I going to do in Atlanta without you hanging around?
Zoom me from Del Mar.
I'm going.
You going to Atlanta? Yeah, what are you doing?
Somebody's got to hold the show. I'm going for a month to Del Mar this year. Work.
I'm caddying.
The Zoom signal is much better from a podcast on Bet Rivers. The picture, setting,
I'm a good time. Come on, man.
Hanny, I love you.
Yeah.
But
I'm not Otter.
But Jimmy,
I get that a lot lately.
But Jimmy and me, when the two of us are catching an Uber from downtown Atlanta to Buckhead to go to Bistro Nico to have an order at a French restaurant. And by the way, the Otter, you remember our Uber driver.
Yes.
I'm going to choose not to make any further comment. I'm going to be smart enough not to say anything else.
You're uncensored here.
I'm not saying nothing. Suffice to say, you and I will probably have a hell of a time at the lobby bar. I'll buy you lots of drinks. We'll have a good time. But I don't think you are taking me on an Uber to Bistro Nico and ordering on a French menu.
That's fair.
Thank you. That's my point.
That's fair.
I mean, I was like, Jimmy, this is in French. I can't read this. And I just said, just order me food. And he ordered the cockavoo. It was great.
Cockavoo.
It was cockavoo. That's what I said.
So good, huh?
It was
not
phenomenal.
It's not outrageously priced.
It was phenomenal. It was fucking phenomenal.
Oh, baby. What are they doing with Aaron Rodgers? This is 2 picks in the first round. They don't draft a receiver.
They don't care. He signed the contract. Hey, listen. Let me tell you about this story, okay?
Yes.
Because since you brought it up with Jimmy, I was on a mountain in France.
Okay. A mountain in France.
A mountain in France.
Notre Dame,
in
huh?
France.
Yeah, or
Yes.
St. Mary's or
75 yards from Notre Dame before it burned down.
Oh.
Having lunch with him, okay, and our wives. And so the guy comes by. It's like 10:30 in the morning. This is when they have lunch in France, right? And the guy comes by. He says, "You want some wine?" And of course, most of us are like, "It's 10:30 in the morning. I'm just done with my orange juice." And Jimmy's like, "Yes, I'd like some wine." So anyway,
you cannot not have a glass of wine by Notre Dame.
Okay, hang on.
You go fuck around with the street artist, jackass.
So the guy goes back to the he goes back to the bar.
All of you, tell your friends that Peak, Hanny, and Otter is happening right now. They have got to come watch.
So the guy
tell everyone you know that this is happening because this is going.
See, I don't even remember the story.
Something in the next 20 to 30 minutes is going to be epic. I promise you. Tell your friends they need to be watching right now. Okay, go ahead, Andy. So you're at Notre Dame.
So
Otter wants wine.
75 yards for Notre Dame.
Okay.
And the waiter's coming back. It's me and my wife, Jimmy and his wife, and Derek and his wife. And the guy comes back and goes, who wants wine? It's 10:30 in the morning. And Jimmy's like, well, I think, and he takes the wine out of his little satchel thing. He pours it in Jimmy's glass as fast as he goes, cheers, Jimmy. He wouldn't stop. He was like, anybody else? We're like, it's 10:30 anymore. He goes, cheers, Jimmy.
You just kept drinking wine?
They all follow suit.
Did everybody else have the wine?
Yes.
Of course they had the wine.
Yes.
The Otter is the leader. We are all the follower. You are the lead dog of the pack.
Cheers,
in the Iditarod, you're the one. We're all sniffing Heinies. We're sniffing Ott's Heine the rest of the way.
Culinarily.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. Well, I mean, it's a pretty good long run to have a show at a restaurant for over 30 years.
Oh, great run.
That's
in France. In France.
In France. Oh, Blue Prince was there too.
Oh,
but I ordered.
Coach P.
Coach P. I ordered for all of them. Yes.
Good.
But Tracy, Hanny's wife.
Yes. Wanted pizza.
I want Pizza Hut.
I remember.
Like we're in Notre Dame. We're in Paris. We're gonna coq au vin.
Erica would do the same. She'd want Pizza Hut. Erica would be the same.
Pizza Hut?
Something like that, yeah.
So my favorite
she wouldn't want
it's late in the trip. It's late in the trip. And, for somebody who wants a basic palate, with Americanized food, I get it. I totally understand. You get a little something like that. Hanny comes down in this fine-ass hotel bar. I mean, it's old skull.
You're France. You're in Paris.
In Paris. The server was, it was like they took her from the semifinals of Roland Garros. I mean, she was beautiful. And so Hanny comes down, he's flustered. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? I know it's a long trip. We got one more night. He goes, at this point, I will give half my 401k for a pepperoni pizza. I'm like, all right, well, what are you drinking again?
Do you know?
Well, bring me another one, please.
Do you know when I heard this story?
And I asked him, I said, can we get
48 hours after we landed?
Can we get the Gonzaga Southern score on there?
You know when I heard this story?
On the way back from Birmingham.
No. I heard this story when we were all in Green Bay.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Because
what happened?
Somebody's flight got canceled.
No. After the game.
No. Somebody's flight got canceled.
But it was never booked.
When I heard this story, it was because after the game.
Oh, you had to do post-game with me.
I did post-game with you from outside of Lambeau.
Yes. Y'all were late.
And we were late. And then I had to drive you back to the house where y'all were staying. And there was someone who was requesting food. No, your wife was. It was some ridiculous request of a burger, like a plain burger. So we went all over creation looking for a fucking burger.
In Green Bay,
how many years ago was that?
That was 2016.
Yeah.
I love you, Tracy, by the way.
So,
this is not a judgment in any way.
EJ,
my wife is the same way. I don't care.
EJ was 10, snuck him into the hottest little club bar, like they were up at Green Bay. He was having fun. And poor little fella didn't know didn't have a flight home. I was like,
what is happening? What is happening right now?
So, all right, the pick is in. Daxton Hill. Come on, man. I mean, anybody can see this. Daxton Hill. Huh? Come on, Tanny. Give me some Daxton. And when Minnesota's the last pick, can they finish it off with a DB and Daxton Hill, the same kaboom?
You better hope the Chiefs take a DB here because the Vikings are taking a quarterback.
A quarterback?
Yep.
Oh, because they went on a rookie deal?
Yep. Malik,
come on, Charlie.
Okay.
Charlie.
If I knew it was going to happen.
We got three more picks.
Here comes Roger.
Daxton Hill, come on.
Well, you need that.
Come on.
You need Daxton in the round one? Oh, no,
Crap.
it's George Karlaftis.
He slid. He was an over.
Yeah.
He went from 17.5 to 23.5 this week. What is Karlaftis? Is that Parlowski?
Oh, no, he's a defensive lineman from Purdue.
Hero? Roman?
No, he's a defensive lineman from Purdue.
Yeah, but it's Hero, shawarma, Greek.
It's a Euro.
Euro, yes. And so the Daxton Hill. What are we gonna do here? No, they're gonna take Willis on 32, huh?
Bengals pick is in.
Pick is in, baby.
All right, who do they need? Another offensive lineman?
All right, Hoot.
Well, they took 3 already, so.
They need more.
The pick is in for my squad. Been a lifelong fan. Been building to this for 30-plus years.
Absolutely. Hunt Palmer with the icky shuffle, baby. And Hunt used to have a little Jerry curl, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, wait, is that a great...
Back when we were going to Super Bowls?
A great commercial where my man Icky is in the deli part. That's me! That's me!
Yeah, that's me! I mean, we didn't take, our front office personally didn't take any time here. We got right to the podium. What an unbelievable job.
So the unders and quarterbacks going to hit under 2.5.
It has to.
It was plus 250 early. It was down to even money today.
I'm pretty sure the Bengals.
Maybe the Bengals get a quarterback. They don't need a quarterback. Best player on the board.
Yeah, it's not my goddamn point, Charlie.
Okay.
Corral.
The Bengals pick is in. Hey, I hope it's the offensive lineman.
I would take any offensive lineman.
Safety.
What are you guys doing?
We personally, the Bengals, we're going to, probably not go offensive line, even though I would like that above all else, even though they've spent a bunch of money on it in the offseason. We don't really have any holes. We're a Super Bowl team, and so, we just kind of take best guy available here.
Best, and who's the best available on the thing?
I haven't seen. Well, I don't know. I haven't watched a pick in the last 20 minutes.
Daxton Hill. Yeah, I might take offensive. You can't have enough offensive linemen for them.
I don't think it's going to be Malik.
No, they're showing filling it hot. They're showing Malik Willis's room right now. No,
by the way, why didn't Matt Corral go to the draft? He just wanted to go to Vegas.
I don't know.
Thought,
I don't know.
Maybe somebody will give me a suit and I can go to Vegas. It'll be fun.
The number one pick is at home. I mean, you figure it out. He's tiny. You stood next to him. Matt, how small is Matt Corral? He is not big, man. You don't even think he's under 6 feet? Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable. Where is it?
What kind of odds could you have gotten on Malik Willis to go outside of the top 32? Because you're 2 picks away from that.
Malik Willis to go outside the first round?
I mean, he stinks. Like, he's not good.
Wait. Okay, I know him. Oh, by the way, I'm 2 away from my running back bet.
Buffalo's out, huh? Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo been out.
Yeah, but I mean, they may.
If the Bengals or the
they may have reached at 30.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, the Bengals are set, and Dalvin Cook's decent.
I think I'm cashing that bet.
I think that'd be good.
Where is my damn pick?
Jimmy Dallas is getting there.
Anybody else when
Dallas is getting killed too?
When the Patriots took that guard from Tennessee, Chattanooga, anybody else get a thought in their head of Dan Mullen sitting there talking about Nick Fitzgerald? Who'd you beat in recruiting for him? And he had that cigar in his mouth. He goes, Tennessee, Chattanooga.
Tim Edwards said Andy's going to take Scone to Taco Mac. What's Taco Mac?
The taco. You didn't see the Cowboys thing where they were talking about Steven said taco and okay.
Is Taco Mac? Wait, no, Taco Mac's in Atlanta. Taco Mac is in Atlanta, right?
We're talking about Taco Mac here.
Taco Mac was the sports bar in Atlanta that was like right next to the.
No, Champs.
No.
In the Marriott Marquis? No.
So not the Marriott Marquis. In the Omni, the CNN Omni.
Oh.
With the crosswalk.
I had COVID. I didn't make it. Remember? You're like, huh? I didn't make it to pregame.
For what?
I had COVID before we even knew COVID was on the dark. You got a little.
I got it too.
Yeah. Pneumonia. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I did it pregame and the postgame that day. Yeah.
My God. This son bitch who bears the heavy cross for everybody. I mean, come on, Hanny.
Who else?
Shout out to Hanny.
Who else made it? I did the pre and the post.
Look,
the middle of the damn pandemic.
Hey, you met my grinder friend, Hanny? You met my grinder friend?
That.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Hold on. We're talking 2019 SEC championship game.
Yeah. I could not.
We all got dog sick, all right?
Not all of us.
The day of the game, by the way, I did pregame that day.
I went down there and almost got sick because of you.
You didn't come. It
Yes,
was
I
me
did.
and
No, bullshit.
Hold on.
Bullshit. I went down there.
No, he went.
Fuck off.
He went.
Yeah, because he was saying to them. All right,
Me
Tell your
and
story.
I got sick because the three of us sat in the lobby restaurant and had drinks and ate, and y'all had apps and shit that you didn't finish that I finished. And I probably ate after you, and you fucking had COVID before anybody knew what COVID was, because this was December of 19, before the pandemic.
It was before the radar.
You got sick.
I'm always ahead of the curve.
I got dog fucking sick.
Yeah,
that was the sickest I've ever been, and I did pregame sitting next to T-Bob for 3 hours, the fucking marching band behind me in the Georgia World Congress Center.
Okay, God bless
pregame
on that.
for that game. And I felt miserable, and you were supposed to bring me a fucking Zyrtec D from him, and
I gave it to him.
I
gave it to him.
And he didn't bring it to
I
me.
gave it to him.
I wanted it.
I gave it to you.
I gave it to you.
Give it to me.
I gave it to you.
Medicine.
You forget everything. You forget everything but your goddamn bets.
Look, all we know is the only person who actually did pre and post game that day was me. I did pre and post game.
Here you got another one. Oh, bearing
That's all we know.
The Stations of the Cross. Here we go.
I just,
I mean, my goodness. The heavy lifters.
I want the Bengals to take an offensive lineman.
Two things I knew I was sick. One, first time ever couldn't finish my steak. Remember with me, you, Gordy, and everything? And two, I could give a crap less about my bets. I was sick.
Here come the Bengals. Championship organization.
Bengals.
Unbelievable. The dynasty's beginning. Clearly, I had Daxton Hill. Oh, my God. Well, how about that? It appears James Ott, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, feels good about Daxton Hill to the Bengals. Oh, my God. Jimmy, I'm trying to win Super Bowls here, all right?
Woo! What I tell you, Jesus, start down your eggs. Come on, baby. Come on.
I have no idea what Jimmy just said.
Why in the hell did y'all give me these?
Oh, yes. It was so easy.
That's
so easy.
the next building block in our dynasty.
The life.
All right, one more. We need one more.
The life of
I'm not being greedy, but I am.
Yeah,
I need the Vikings for DB. The Vikings DB. N'Kobe Dean screws me. I got N'Kobe Dean's in two. N'Kobe Dean over 31 and a half.
By the way, I would
Max,
like, hold
put it in the bank.
Hold on.
Max, when I tell you it's Easter, start dying your eggs.
Hold on.
Okay? Come on, baby. Let's
I
go.
want to tell you something.
Lie it away.
Hold on, I want to tell you something.
Lie it away.
So, this is the life of a degenerate gambler, and I would like to point out to all of you watching right now that if you did not, I told you 10 minutes ago to tell your fucking friends to come watch this because a viral moment was going to happen, and it just happened, and you didn't tell your friends to come watch, and it's your fault.
It's just another day at the office.
You had a 60-year-old man celebrate that a wide receiver from Michigan went 31st in the first round. He doesn't give a shit about to a college or a team he don't care about because it just made him money. I tried to tell you. I fucking tried to tell you. I tried to tell you to tell your friends, and you all fucked it up.
Hey, screw Joe Burrow's knees. We need defense. Come on, baby. Yes, let's go.
All right, Otter, what do we do? All right. This is it. Last pick around one.
All right,
Last pick around
here
one.
Here it is.
What do you need the Vikings to do?
All right, my Andrew Booth over hit. I put that on your show.
Yes.
Daxton Hill, first round hits. Ding. Minnesota, DB. Ding. DB.
Oh, you need a Minnesota DB.
DB.
So you just need this pick.
DB. I could have gone for and waited for Daxton Hill at 32, but I could have.
So fucking stupid.
All right, who we got? Who we got?
They're going to
Charlie, give me the goddamn big board. Give me the big board.
They're going to trade the pick. They're going to quarterback.
They made the pick.
Give me the big board. Where's your big board when I need it?
They're going quarterback. They're going Malik Willis.
Oh, bullshit. That's what he said.
Oh, that'd be a good pick.
It's a good pick. It's a good
Oh,
pick.
wait. He's playing cornerback?
No, it's a good pick. No,
Malik Willis, cornerback. They're going to list him as a cornerback.
Who are you going to take here?
I got a DB. I don't give a crap who it is.
All right, Otter needs a defensive back. The Ott father needs a defensive back.
You know what that is, huh? You know.
This is Malik Willis. This is Malik Willis.
Can they list him as a DB?
This is Malik Willis 16 times. All right, come on.
Can they list him as a DB? Otter locks. Let's see how we did on Otter locks today. Let's give him a little legal pad.
You know we got to do a show tomorrow, right?
You're doing the show tomorrow?
Charlie.
With him.
Hey, Max, the intern. Look, no. Charlie's worried about me showing up for the show. Okay?
I'm worried about you showing up
Max.
for the show.
Max, you counting. Max the accountant, baby. Oh, baby. That was a nice one. That was a nice one.
All right, the pick is in.
Indeed.
Here we go.
Yes, indeed.
Otter, the pick is in. How you
All right,
feeling?
let's go. I need a DB. I don't give a crap who he is.
Any DB.
Just anybody. Just give me a cornerback.
Wait, hang on. What's the bet like?
I don't know. Give that guy the Nichols transfer to LSU.
Darren
Grab
Evans.
him.
Take Darren Evans. Take Darren Evans.
Yes.
All right, I have a question. Why do you need a DB? What's the bet?
Vikings first pick, DB.
Oh, Vikings. Okay, got it. Okay.
Vikings first pick.
So they
DB.
traded back.
The pick is in. They excited. They love cornerbacks. They love cornerbacks in Minneapolis, St. Paul.
All right.
Oh, this would just kill it off.
This is Malik Willis, Otter. I hate to
Oh,
tell
no,
you.
I know.
It's Malik
I
Willis.
know. I had a good day. Very nice night.
Do you know how?
Very nice night.
Do you know how fired up I would be? This is a fucking
Very
defensive
nice
back.
night. Look at this guy with a Darren Nelson jersey on. There you go. He's gone. All right.
Darren Nelson?
Yeah, Stanford. Back in the day. Wade Wilson. Beat the Saints. Fuckers.
I was there for that one.
Yes, bastards.
Was that 1987?
They smashed San Francisco and Candlestick and lost to the Redskins.
Also got beat 92.
Jesus. This guy's got Yoda on his shoulder pad. You loser. Come on, man. Just give me a freaking DB. I'm not being greedy.
I wish that was smart.
I'm trying to think who I want.
All right, the pick's in. Pick's in.
All right, here we go.
Picks in. Can't win them all. It's all right.
All right, here we go.
It's all right.
All right, Otter, what
Can't
we
win
got?
them all. Can't win them all.
Here we go.
Can't win them all. Can't win them all. Can't win them all.
It's not Malik
Can't
Willis.
win them all.
I read his lips. It's not Malik Willis. Oh, it's Hassan! Ah! It's Hassan! He got a DB! Yeah! Yeah!
Now look, all those years, huh?
I quit.
All those years with this guy. I mean, look, drop.
Thank you and good night.
Give me a stogie.